You're good.
Okay, this is going to be session 6 of our Dragons of Stormwreck Isle campaign. Last week, start off our recap, we witnessed Zalen try to defile the anatomy of a mushroom person, but instead the mushroom person released hallucinogenic spores, and in this hallucination, Zalen witnessed the Lady of Neverwinter playing an ominous tune on a flute bearing the mark of Orcus. He then quickly witnessed mass death and destruction sweep across the city, and then he very quickly awoke back in reality but found that the flute was lying on the floor of the cave with him. He chose to pick up that flute. Meanwhile, the rest of the party continued their battle with the fire snake that had just emerged from the shattered egg in the forbidden zone of the cave. Unfortunately, the fire snake was able to lunge at Bobby and knock him unconscious. The battle continued on as Zalen regrouped with the party and joined the fight. Eventually, they were able to defeat the fire snake together. Bobby's sheer sense of will and the desire to drink another day kept him in stable condition, as Katniss kept force-feeding him bad potions until he finally stood back up. The party picked up several pieces of obsidian that were recovered from the shattered egg, and then returned to the Myconid's living space. There they found the leader, Sinessa, had regained consciousness as the gas infecting the colony was now dissipated. Grateful for their efforts, Sinessa paid the party with the ruby morsel, noting that it was only capable of helping one individual. Sinessa also took a special interest in Maple's bark-like skin and asked to touch him. He skeptically allowed this to happen, and Sinessa greatly appreciated the opportunity to finally touch a tree, or the closest thing to a tree that she had seen. As a token of appreciation, Sinessa offered the staff of a druid that previously lived with the colony. The staff had a lynx carving on top of it and a white bow tie underneath the chin of the lynx head, and the rest of the staff was solid black wood. The party's special mushroom friend that had first encountered them in the cave entrance lured them down into another chamber of the cave, as it showed them the scene of a battle where the two small dragons it had mentioned had killed his friend with some kind of device that shot fire. There, they also saw huge piles of bones that had seemingly been broken off and taken, as well as a strange book. Bobby was able to recognize the writing as some kind of draconic based language, but different than like standard draconic. And Maple recalled seeing similar text in the library at Dragon's Rest. Maple took the book with him as he and the rest of the party left the cave at last, stronger and wiser than they were before. Since their boat was sunk again, the party traveled on foot instead to Dragon's Rest. On the way, they heard loud roars and the shadow of a dragon that loomed overhead. They scattered into the tree line to avoid detection. The dragon swooped by without noticing them, but then lined itself up for another pass overhead. The party saw a nearby cave and decided to seek shelter in there. To their surprise, they found another dragon lurking inside this cave. However, this dragon seemed friendly enough, if not strange, and did not attempt to engage the party in combat. It introduced itself as Lord Adron of Dragonskeep, as if the party should know who he is. He revealed he was seeking to defeat the evil dragon on the island, Sparkrender, the blue dragon that had just flown overhead. But this dragon, Lord Adron, had suffered an injury in his previous skirmish a few nights prior. Maple approached Lord Adron and healed his wounds, and Lord Adron was extremely grateful for this and figured he was fit enough to leave the cave soon. However, he suggested the party go to Dragon's Rest without him to avoid attracting Sparkrender's attention, and he would meet them there that night. So the party left the cave. Now that the coast was clear outside, they quickly and safely arrived at Dragon's Rest. Here, the party split up for a bit, with some going to see Grandma Sparkles in the kitchen and some went to find Runera at the library. Zalen sought Runera and allowed her to use the magic to break the curse on the amulet of Orcus, finally allowing it to slip from his neck as he felt the weight and dread that it caused finally be liberated from his body. Maple then asked Runera about the strange book they found, and Runera recognized it as ancient Draconic that is no longer used, but she would be able to, to decipher it with some time. She took the book and the amulet to the temple. There she channeled the holy power bestowed by Bahamut to destroy the amulet of Orcus once and for all. Zalen barged through the temple doors shortly after the ritual was done to confirm the amulet was destroyed and to try in vain to seduce the deceivingly strong and magical MILF he had developed a crush on. She turned him down and suggested he check on Bobby to see if his condition had improved with the amulet destroyed. Unfortunately, Bobby's condition remained the same. The whole party is now in the kitchen, dining on the food Grandma Sparkles has prepared for them, where they are left off debating whether or not to give the ruby morsel to Tarnok to save his life or for Bobby to consume it and see if it can heal his infection. So you guys are all in the kitchen with Grandma Sparkles. I believe most of you all are sitting at the table eating some food she had prepared. There's some nice candles kind of crackling on the walls, providing a nice, safe, warm ambiance for any discussions to be had here. It is roughly, I believe, 10 o'clock at night-ish.
So we're all together, right?
Yep, everybody's in the kitchen together.
Yeah. Awesome. And we have not decided who's getting the mushroom.
Not fully, no.
I have. Bobby, just eat it.
But should we have this conversation in front of Grandma Sparkles?
What's she gonna do? She's not a narc.
Oh.
I've overheard a lot of things in my life, and I promise to keep everything I hear a secret unless I think it's going to be something that would cause an overwhelming sense of evil and dread.
Shit.
That was very specific.
I've seen quite a bit of things in my life, little one.
Oh, I'm a little bit taller than you, but okay, that's fair. All right. We can go somewhere private. That's fine.
Grandma Sparkles, do you think that we can go to our room where we slept last time?
Oh, of course, sugar. That room's always open for you.
Oh.
Not
Alright.
like that.
Yo.
I just thought I was your favorite, but okay, thanks.
You're the favorite.
You're all my favorite.
Well, no, I don't feel special. Thanks.
Nice. I wasn't even here.
Yeah, that's weird.
Grandma Sparkles is very open with her favorites. Okay, let's go back to our place.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to follow someone. I don't remember where it is.
It's down at the bottom, like this room. I'll drag Aramir. And I say this is in like preparation of sleeping. Yeah?
Yeah, we have one more long rest, didn't we?
Hmm?
What's the question?
Did we end up finishing up that long rest after the last one, or is this?
Yeah, you guys
pre-long
did a
rest?
long rest in the cave. That's when you leveled
Okay,
up.
so we're good, good.
Everybody's good to
Okay,
go,
so we're
but it
good.
is dark. So if you wanted to just rest until daylight, again, there's some technical rules that are supposed to prevent that. But since it's a very small cloister with not much to do at night, I'll allow you guys to take another rest if you guys choose to.
I mean, what are even the next steps here? We need to have Bobby eat the mushroom, then after Jesus Christ, hold up.
What?
But what if we find like what if we find another like head mushroom guy?
Another colony of myconids.
Yeah.
Aramir's awake.
Yaramir, what do you think we should do?
About what?
Do you think that we should give Bobby the mushroom, or should we give it to the gentleman dying upstairs at the temple?
Do we know he's dying for sure? Because the mushrooms got better.
Oh yeah, she said that it could be just from the sulfur, right?
I think Bobby should take it. He is literally dying. You can see it.
We
His
check
face.
on him first? I don't think we should. I think he just eats it.
Yeah, I think Bobby, you just eat it.
I think we should check on our Tarnok.
I think we should vote.
Okay.
Okay, let's vote. I vote check on Tarnak.
I'll
I
check it.
agree.
Oh my god. Okay, let's go.
We didn't even vote.
That was 3. 3 wins.
We're democracy.
Okay, so let's go check on
Sorry.
Tarnak right now because we have time to waste since we are well rested.
Alright.
I quickly walk up.
It takes you guys about 6 hours to walk up the hill.
Are you serious?
No, no, no,
Oh my god!
so
What a,
high.
I was gonna say, what a fucking hike. That's
I
crazy.
sprinted, so I'm here now.
Okay, you guys arrive at the doors of the temple, very tall temple with the statue of Bahamut on top. These doors you've walked through before, very heavy. And as you open them, since it's, in the middle of the night and everybody else is sleeping, it's one of those things where you try and be quiet, but since it's so quiet everywhere else, and on top of that, you kind of have this perception that you're being louder than you are. It creaks super loudly. It goes as you guys open these large temple doors.
It only made
You-
me squeak.
Yeah.
You cut out for a
Yeah.
lot on
Oh
our
my gosh. Okay.
The little
Imagine
tiny
it was
squeak
a
at the
very
end
long
was
creak.
fucking-
It's a very long squeaky creak.
I stopped Bobby at the door. Bobby, I don't think you should go in there just in case. They must not see you and see how bad they are so that they don't know we have to make a decision.
I feel like I have earned the right to see what my life is being valued against.
Then cover your neck a little, put a scarf on or something.
Don't give me a scarf. It's not like I'm carrying one with me.
So dark.
How about I punch you in the face and they think that, you're just bruised.
I second that.
I don't know if I like this plan.
You could have just ate the mushroom. Now you're getting punched in the face.
I don't feel like that's an equal.
Since I know Tarnok and I can't remember the other
Exchange.
lady's name, can I just go in and just see what the scenario is like?
Yeah, you can do that. But just to clarify, the other lady's name you would remember is Varnoth.
Thank you.
And
Yeah.
Tarnok, you saw him in the coma, but he was comatose when you arrived. He's been comatose for about a week, and you arrived less than a week ago.
Is he after all of that? Is he changed in any way, shape, or form?
Did you go into the temple yet? And are you looking at him,
Sorry,
or
yes.
just based on your?
I would
Okay.
like to go into the temple.
All right, great. You walk into the temple. You go to the left side where they have that kind of makeshift infirmary set up with the curtain that is still pulled back. You can see Varnoth is there in a chair. She's kind of slumped over, sleeping rather uncomfortably. You see Tarnok lying there. He looks the same as when you guys had left him maybe like a day or so ago. You guys came in, and if you remember, Iramir did a number of healing actions on him to heal his physical form as well as cure poison, which seemed to have great effects. So he doesn't look worse. However, he looks the same as when he left. He looks like he's no longer struggling for breath. He's breathing normally. His purple marks, purple growths that he had growing on him are reduced in swelling, and they're more flesh colored than purple now. But he doesn't seem to be conscious.
Shit. Bobby, eat the
Well,
mushroom.
he's not getting worse. Bobby is.
Bobby, eat the mushroom.
I would say if you want to do further analysis of his situation, you could do a medicine check.
I would like to do a medicine check here, so I have to stand up. I'm laying on the floor.
Can I roll for it too?
Yeah.
Oh, nice, sweet.
I'd say anybody that's in the room can roll for it. And I'll just
I
take
got
the
14.
average score. Okay.
I only got an 8.
I 8 as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Give me a second.
I got a 14.
Okay.
Nine. Okay. No, this is I would say it's good enough that you guys as a group are kind of Varnoth is still
give me
sleeping, unaware of your
-1.
presence at this point. She's pretty tired, and you guys are all just kind of standing over this comatose guy, exerting your expert medical opinions. And you all, from your gathered, shared knowledge of medicine, recognize that yeah, a lot of things have been healed by Uramir's magic, but there is something wrong with him that has not been healed that you're not sure, since Uramir's magic hasn't healed it already. You're not sure what magic possibly could heal him, and that he probably won't wake up without some kind of additional intervention to be done.
Eat the mushroom.
I have the mushroom, I think, in my inventory.
Give it to Bobby.
Uh,
Hey, what the hell's going on? You guys are back. Varnoth
God,
starts to
he's
wake up and rubbing her eyes.
That's a she.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, she's southern.
Just to re-describe Varnoth, she is very muscular, kind of like a light brown-skinned woman with very long, dark black hair, scar around her eye, and she is missing her right leg. It's got like a little wooden peg leg on there, and she looks like she's someone that has seen some action or combat before, judging by her physique and her wounds.
As a tree once said, is she gym thick?
Yeah, she is definitely gym thick.
I like that. Stuck around.
Absolutely gym thick.
As a tree once said.
I hate it here.
Ivarnoth, how is oh my god, names tonight.
Arnott.
Tarnok.
Tarnok. How is Tarnok doing?
Well, he's doing a lot better than he was before. Your friend over there used her powers on him, but he still hasn't woken up. And Runera told me that if we can't figure out a way to wake him up, she doesn't think he's gonna last much longer.
Shit. That is horrible news.
It's hard to. Yeah, I know. Well, it's hard to feed him and make sure he's hydrated. He can't eat anything on his own, so we think that that's gonna take him before too long.
Katniss looks at Bobby and shakes her head, or nods her head, like, "Oh, he can't swallow on his own." This is in your favor.
How are you gonna eat the mushroom?
Exactly.
Well, we try and mash it up as best we can and see if we can get it down. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We're not doctors here. We're just trying our best. I'm just trying to keep my friend alive. I'm not sure what I would do if I lost him.
I'm gonna look very lost, like a 1,000-yard stare, and then I'm gonna go walk over to Bobby, and I'm gonna ask him to come outside with me.
I turn to Eramir and I say, "Death comes for us all at some point in our life," and then I leave too because I'm uncomfortable.
Wait a second.
No.
Y'all came back. Did y'all grab that mushroom I was asking about?
That's
The
on,
one
No,
from
we
the
didn't
journal?
actually get
that's on you, Eramir.
Why is that on
You're the
me?
one left in the room.
Earmere, you
doesn't
helped
left.
Tarnok before, so I know it's a lot to ask, and
Shit, she can't like
it's
it. She's
probably
a paladin.
dangerous, but I was really hoping you guys would help.
Do
Yeah,
you need
so
me to
we-
live for y'all? Come back in.
We did find the mushroom.
Oh
and
my
we were
gosh,
able
it's great
to get
news.
it. The problem is that Tarnok can't eat, and the mushroom has to be eaten whole. You can't mash it up or cut it into little pieces, or put it in a stew.
So, point of clarification, you can tell her that's fine. But point of clarification is as long as it's consumed, like the whole of the mushroom is consumed, right? So it doesn't have to be eaten in one bite or anything. It's just you can't split it up. Like the pieces have to end up in the same stomach at roughly the same time in order for it to work.
Mash it, boil it,
Legitimate
stick it
cow.
in a stew.
Exactly. But then somebody would have to consume the whole stew in order to get every bit of the mushroom there, right? So that's kind of the limitation there. So that was above table, but back to character. Well, I'm sure we could find some way to mash it up real good and maybe even boil it and then maybe even stick it in a stew and just shove it down his gullet.
Waterboarding him with a stick.
No, it's a
I'd do
Lord of the
anything
Rings
to try and
reference.
save his life, even if it kills him. He ain't got any better luck if we just leave him as it is. We got to try
Kill
something.
him to save his life.
I've done so many things out on the battlefield to try and save somebody. I'm willing to do anything it takes.
Okay, to be completely honest with you, our friend Bobby got bit by a zombie, and he's dying as well. So we're just not sure who's getting the mushroom.
I understand. Nobody wants their friend to die. And it's hard to say when one life is worth more than another, but I just ask y'all to take some time to think about it, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some research and see if there's another way we could cure our friend or Tarnok.
I appreciate you at least thinking about this. There's not a lot of people in this world that would even consider it. They would just selfishly take it for themselves in that situation. So that really
Ouch.
speaks highly about you.
Okay. Well, I feel really guilty now, so I'm gonna leave.
Don't say that loud.
I'm going to the library because I'm uncomfortable. I want
I
to look
actually
for
was gonna go to the
information.
library to see if I can find anything else book-wise on this mushroom.
Yeah. Okay. Bye, Varnoth. I'm also going to the library. You're
All
on.
right. Just let me know what you decide.
Yeah, we'll do.
Bobby, just eat the fucking thing.
Those of you in the library, you'll find Runara is there trying to decipher the book that Maple had given her, the ancient draconic book.
What if there's something in the book that could save Bobby?
I'm wondering
Yeah.
that too.
I'm
The
also
mushroom
wondering.
can save Bobby.
Zaylin,
we-
you
I
have
hear
made
you, you're
bad
way too far away.
decisions. Yeah, okay, never mind. I'm
Oh.
arguing with
Screaming
nothing.
out the door.
Oh, you meant in the. Okay.
I would like to talk to our friend deciphering the book.
Okay. Ah, welcome, Maple.
Friend is a stretch.
It's
Well,
great
friend
to
to
see you again.
He couldn't
Really?
remember Renera.
Too. I could. You're right. I could not.
I don't expect you
The
guys to remember
names
any
is
of these
the
names, to
one.
be honest. So if you say roughly who you're aiming to find, I'll give you the name. I'll figure it out.
He said
That's so
friend.
fun. Renera, we have an ethical dilemma.
Oh, pray tell.
Now, Tarnok's dying, and we
Yes.
think we have a mushroom that, if consumed, could possibly cure his ailment. Now, my newfound friend, Captain Bobby, the only captain of a ship I've ever known, as a decorated captain of a ship, he's also dying. He was bit by a zombie, I think?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And we only have one mushroom, and it has to be consumed in its entirety for its effects to be meaningful. Now, I'm not saying Bobby didn't enjoy getting bit by that zombie.
What?
I can finish.
That's a little kinks and cantrips for this episode.
Yeah, to see where but we don't really know what this mushroom is, what it does, or how we can, help.
Yes, that is quite the conundrum to find yourself in. Choosing between two lives is never easy, but I will say, we've exhausted all of our resources here in the cloister, all of our knowledge, all of my magic, and all of the power of Bahamut to try and heal Tarnok, and we have not been successful. I fear the most we can do for him at this point is to pray without the mushroom. As for your friend, he also would probably benefit from the mushroom. Tarnok spoke about this mushroom, the ruby morsel he called it, before he was in his current state, and he mentioned it can cure just about anything, that it's some kind of almost arcane occurrence in nature, so it very possibly could heal your friend as well. However, I know I recently destroyed the amulet. Actually, it was like 10 minutes ago in game time, but anyways. And that didn't have any effect, but sometimes with curses like this, with infections from demon lords such as Orcus that bleed into the material realm, you not only have to kill the artifact that was acting as the anchor, but you also have to destroy any residual individuals that may have bestowed that curse. And by that, I mean the one that your friends had told me about. I believe his name was Roscoe. If he is still alive or undead, or however you want to phrase it, somewhere, and he were to be destroyed, it's possible it could undo the curse. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I'm no expert on these matters. That's just what I've gathered in my somewhat experienced life as some of the possible ways to undo a curse.
But Runira, you haven't completely exhausted all of your resources. You have a book in front of you that might have information, correct?
Yes, and as I'm reading this book, I haven't been able to decipher all of it yet.
That is
Even
unfortunate.
with my knowledge of ancient draconic, it still takes a while to translate into something more understandable. However, what I've read so far, this is all ancient dragon history. Some of it's so far relating to the origins of this very island, which is most interesting to me as steward of the island here. But I don't think it's going to cover any kind of information about mushrooms or other healing aspects, more just about ways to, or the history of dragons and this island and those that founded it.
Oh,
Oh, go ahead.
just game question. When was the last time we saw Roscoe? Because I don't remember.
Wasn't he an undead?
You last saw him on the ship, but Zaylen saw a vision of him that turned into that weird, creepy zombie ghoul thing that I flashed on the screen a few times.
Yeah, but that doesn't tell us where, and that was like it was taking place on the ship still.
Right, and that individual who's talking to you eventually found out was Orcus, but Orcus did say that Roscoe was on the island, somewhere to the northeast. He didn't know exactly where, he didn't know how to tell you because he doesn't know the land, he just knows a general location compared to where you are. This is real meta game knowledge, honestly, but like he had a connection to the amulet and a connection to Roscoe and could basically sense that those two are somewhat close together and like sense a general direction, but he can't actually see that plane, right? So
Okay,
that's
so
why you don't
does
have.
Zaylen remember that Orcus told him he was on the northeast part of the island?
I would
Yes,
say
now
it'll
he
probably
does.
stick out.
But did he tell us? A better question.
Yeah, he probably didn't tell us, so we don't
Yeah.
actually know.
Hey guys, he's somewhere on the island north.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'll allow that. That metagame knowledge.
Okay. If that's the case, as much as it pains me to say this, I think we should maybe give the morsel to Tarnak.
No.
Well, I think it should be Bobby's decision because he's the one it affects.
Here's the
That's
thing.
true.
Fine, but also, if it heals Bobby now, we have a better shot at killing Roscoe or at least finding him to be able to heal what's the other guy's nuts.
Or not.
Tarnak.
If we give it to him, we don't know how much longer Bobby lasts.
But we
and
don't
Bobby
know if the
can't
other
help
person
with
has.
Roscoe.
We don't know if Tara has been cursed or not because he's not showing cursed symptoms, right?
But we also
Yep.
don't know if Tarnak could help us with this Roscoe guy.
Yeah, maybe Tarnak has seen Roscoe. Bobby,
Tarnak's
how do
stronger
you
than Alice.
feel physically?
Do you feel like you're dying?
DM, how does Bobby feel?
Bobby doesn't feel great. I'm gonna be honest with you. Bobby feels. Let me check my notes here. I have this written on paper. He feels very hungry and ravenous. In fact, the food that you guys have eaten over the past day or so has seemingly had no effect on filling his hunger. He feels
I turn to Maple.
slower to heal, so his physical body is healing itself slower than normal. And then also he feels slower in movement. I believe, his movement speed is reduced by 10 feet, which
Damn.
is rather
I thought
significant.
it was only 5.
No, he rolled a 10 on a d10, unfortunately.
I did.
Oh, you sausage.
Maple, do you have any berries for Bobby?
Unfortunately, it's been a day. I don't have any more, but I'd have to use a spell just to bring these berries around. I can try it if you guys really want me to.
Well, it's late enough that we could sleep again, so.
I think we're kind of exploring that part of the game. To be fair, though, I only need 4 hours.
There you go.
Yeah, we all just had a long rest. We don't have to sleep for very long. Why don't you go take a nap?
As a wood elf, I just meditate.
Oh,
We don't believe in sleep.
Okay, that's enough.
and all your shenanigans aren't? Let him talk about his meditation. He's fine.
Runera, is there any way to know how much time Bobby has before he turns into a zombie? Or dies?
Again, I'm no expert, but I would say he doesn't look very good. No offense, Bobby.
None taken.
Well,
Sounds
thanks,
awful.
Doctor.
Do you
Looks
think
shitty. Got it.
Do you think, Renera, that Tarnak would help us with our dilemma?
Um, he could help in a manner of ways. He's not much of a fighter. However, he is our local herbologist and mycologist, and he could maybe brew some potions for you that would be helpful in exploring the rest of the island or any of your other adventures.
I say we give it to Tarnak.
These people have helped me when I wasn't wanted anywhere else, and I feel like they deserve that.
I feel like, and Bobby, don't take this personally, but we haven't known you very long, and this has been the love of her life for how long? We're going to separate through lovers' romance. I would not do that.
Come. Bobby, I'm with you. We give it to Bobby.
I am okay with letting Tarnak take the mushroom.
Oh my god. We
True
will help
love.
you, Bobby. We will help you.
Okay, well, since it was Bobby's decision, let's go give the mushroom to Tarnok, and then we can go try and find Roscoe.
I've got the
Can
mushroom.
we
I
at
wanna
least
go
give
run.
it to him as an enema?
Oh my god. Why would you
What the
suggest
fuck?
that? What are you doing here? Oh my god. Yeah, you get to chew it up and baby
That
bird it
is-
to his butthole. How's that sound?
I'll do it. Brett,
Good.
Oh god.
You're not even.
Okay, I want to
nope.
approach our lovely other friend. I forgot the name of.
You guys approach Farnoth, who now looks visibly distressed, understanding the moral conundrum that you guys find yourself in, choosing between two lives.
I thought it was
Watching
the butt
over
stuff.
her, you guys, by the way, to clarify, haven't seen any indication that they're necessarily lovers, just that she has love for him, if that makes sense. So not necessarily that
Okay,
they're like
okay, okay.
boinking. Okay.
Don't ship
Um,
these people.
Yeah.
Okay, well, but
Um,
so they have love for each other, and I just know Bobby.
Yeah.
I would like to approach Varnal.
And she's actually holding Tarnok's hand and standing over the bed when you approach her.
With one leg. Oh no.
Yeah.
What?
I
It's a
would
strong
like-
leg.
Why was that important to point out? What the fuck?
Visual necessary. Visual
No
necessary.
ableism.
Okay, we're going to approach her. Say, Varna, I would like to give you this mushroom to give to Tarnok, but it must be consumed in its entirety by him, hopefully in the oral method.
look over
This-
at me and I got a tube.
What?
You don't know how much this means to me, and if this works, I promise I'll repay y'all in whatever way I can. I can't bear the thought of losing him, so I really appreciate y'all trying this. I'm not much of a doctor per se. I usually let Runera handle more of the medical aspect. So if you guys got some way that you guys would like to get this mushroom in him, it's all you. I'm not much for science. I'm more for hitting things. If you catch my drift.
As a local
cut-
tree, do I know the best way?
I cover Zalen's mouth just so he doesn't say anything
As a
inappropriate.
local tree.
Do I know the
Go
best?
ahead and roll a d20, local tree. Or a medicine check, not just a d20, a medicine check. So add your
You know what?
modifier.
Medicine checks a +3. Can I do a nature and make it +6?
I would say
Ooh,
sure. Since
20.
it's a mushroom, it's
Oh, you got a nat 20?
17 +3, so
Oh, okay.
dirty 20.
dirty 20. Okay. Yeah, you think of this was nature, right? Not medicine that you rolled for.
Yeah, nature. That's +3.
Okay.
Oh no, nature is +6. It'd be a 23 if that was the case.
You
All
feel
right,
in your
whichever one you want.
bones
It's just going to
what
be
the
different
right
flavor.
answer
No
is.
matter what, the answer is going to be the same
Let's
pretty
do
much.
nature since I am local tree.
Perfect. So you remember, based off your experimentation and study of local fungi like this particular mushroom, especially ones with healing properties, different ways to administer them. You also recall some ways where you can kind of manipulate mushrooms to insert them, not necessarily whole, but again all at once, in a manner of speaking to a person. And I'll let you come up with the creative legwork there to figure out how Mr. Maple, the tree doctor, is going to get this mushroom into this person.
My inventory.
I would say with your role, pretty much anything you say is going to be allowed to work as long as it's not completely and utterly nonsensical.
Anything you say can and will be held against you in a court of law.
Cannon will be shoved in this
Okay.
man.
What is inside of a herbalism kit?
General thing, herbalism kit's going to be more things to like pick herbs and harvest them, keep them, safe and secure enough to transport. It's not going to be like an alchemist kit where you would be transferring those herbs into actual potions or something, though.
That's
Okay.
scissors.
I'm going to take out my knapsack and put it on the floor, I guess, next to
Mhm.
me. This is the most sanitary position I can put this
Oh.
in. I'm then going to take out the candle from my herbalism kit,
Okay.
and I'm going to melt that into a thin sheet on a piece of like, let's say leather, something I can like. It's not not porous. I can like slide off of, kind of like a wax paper.
Okay.
I'm then going to take a very small stick, and I'm going to roll the wax around that stick to make a center, a straw mayu. I'm then going to take that sheet and I'm going to cut it so that I can attach the ends to make that strong longer. I'm going to melt those ends together with the torch that I have. Sweat's dripping down my face. I'm then going to take my water skin, and I'm going to take this morsel. Actually, oh shit. Yeah, I can cut it, right? It has to be fully consumed.
Yes, you can cut it. It just has to be all the pieces have to, again, end up in the same digestive tract at
Quickly.
roughly the same time. Yeah.
Okay, so okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of oil that I have.
Okay.
I'm gonna cut up this mushroom. I'm gonna do a. Is there like a little metal container in here? I could kind of do
Yep.
a gentle heating with it.
Right on the table next to Tarnok, you see
Perfect.
exactly what you're looking for.
I'm just gonna put a little oil, get that morsel, chop it up really, really fine, just a bit of a mash kind of consistency.
Yum.
I'm gonna take that. I'm going to empty out my water skin by consuming the water in one go because it's impressive. I'm then going to put all of that morsel inside of that water skin, and as a mash. And then I'm going to take that long straw that I made. I'm going to approach Tarnok. I'm going to rub his forehead and say, "I'm sorry, but we need your help." And I'm going to take that straw and stick it up his nose.
Ew.
I'm giving him an NG. We're giving him a nasal
Oh my
passport.
god.
Why the nose?
It's gonna go up the nose, down the oral passageway. It's gonna be into his stomach, and then I'm gonna take the water skin.
I would have taken the butt.
Yeah, that's worse than the enema.
Oh, see, now you want it.
And then we're going to take that water skin and I'm going to invert it like an IV bag
Oh my.
and watch it go down into his stomach in one go.
And go down it goes. And let me just clarify, he still has a tube in his nose, right?
Yeah, it's like a waxy tube, so probably not long for the location, but yeah.
Okay. You watch as this mushroom goo mash thing that you made goes down, and you stand there, you wait a few minutes to see if it goes in, and maybe like I would say 5 or so minutes later, after it's kind of gone in and it's kind of running through his system, you hear him go, "Oh, what's going on? What the hell is in my nose?" He starts yanking out the tube.
You can put it on, that's fine.
"Who are you people? Where am I?" And you see Varnoth standing, kind of biting her nails, watching this whole ordeal, putting her complete faith and trust in you during that procedure because you look just so confident doing it, even with all the MacGyverness. And she immediately runs over, and this big, hulking, as we call it, gym thick woman wraps her arms around Tarnok,
Christ.
instantly squeezes him. He goes, "Varnoth, hello, can you please let go?" And she then releases him and just starts pretty much sobbing as she nestles her head into his shoulder.
Tarnok? Maple.
Hello, Maple. Why are you a tree?
I That's mildly offensive. I'm only half a tree.
Can't just go around asking people why they're a tree.
I feel like he gets asked this question a lot every
I
time he
kinda
meets
run
someone.
away
I
every
don't
place
know
it
who
asks me.
any of you guys are. What the hell is going on?
We
And
are the
Varnoth,
ones who
why are
just
you
saved your
crying?
life.
Saved my
I-
life. What? Oh my gosh. The cave?
The
The
cave.
cave. The last thing I remember is I was in the Myconid cave, and then something stung me from behind as I was picking mushrooms. And I remembered smelling and tasting some kind of weird gas along the way. And after that sting, though, I don't remember anything. I don't even remember getting here. What the hell's going on?
You were very sick.
But he wasn't cursed.
Oh, you're right.
Fuck.
No, he wasn't. He could have healed.
He could have healed.
Based on the medicine check earlier, you guys know that he probably wouldn't have woken up from his comatose state.
Okay.
Then
Okay.
why did
Okay.
Katniss survive?
Because I got healed immediately. It's like she
Right.
sucked the stuff out of my ankle, like when it happened.
Varnoth had previously mentioned that Tarnak was gone for a full day before she went to find him. So he had left early in the morning, didn't return that night, so the next morning she had went out. So it is likely that he was stung and then left to breathe in that gas for nearly 24 hours.
Ah,
Much more significant.
yeah, it makes more sense. Well, Tarnog, I've been here a little bit longer than the rest of these guys, and you guys have been so welcoming that we thought we'd save you, but we do have a request from you since we know you're such a good herbalist.
I'm not really sure what the details of everything are, but I've never seen Varnoth cry in my life, so for whatever you did and you say you saved my life, I believe you, and I guess I owe you whatever you want from me at this point.
Well, we know you need time to rest up. We have a decorated captain over here that was bitten by a
Decorated?
zombie. He's a war hero in
That
some
wha-
groups.
So we're lying after Runera said not to lie?
I don't know this man. I can say whatever I want. It's just false.
Are you guys saying this in front of Tarnak?
Yes.
He just looks befuddled, like, what the fuck are these guys on about?
These guys took me in, and we got the morsel that helped save you. But apparently, that man over there, the forgotten captain, was bit by a zombie, and now he's dying. And we
I
need you-
wave. Hello.
Holy shit.
It was his decision that saved you. Otherwise, he would have eaten the ruby morsel.
Oh my god. I don't even know how you guys got the ruby morsel. The Sinessa, she's guards that thing with her life practically, so
Well, she
hopefully
gave
you
her
guys-
life for the ruby morsel.
She's dead?
Didn't she die? Isn't that connected to their... Wait. I thought they died when we took the
Dropping a bomb on
mushrooms.
this guy.
No, last you guys saw she was alive.
Oh, damn,
The ruby
okay.
morsel is more of a symbolic heart.
Oh,
and,
okay. I thought we actually
she
took her
believed-
hearts.
She believed it's tied to the well-being of her colony, but there's no immediate after effect to giving it
See,
up.
that's why I said we go find another mushroom clan. Okay, all right. I digress. Never mind. I'm wrong. She did not die. She died emotionally.
Oh, well, okay. Anyways, Mr. Captain Warrior Bobby, I really appreciate you being so selfless, and I don't even know why you would do that, to be honest. I can't say I would do the same in your shoes, but I'm eternally grateful. I am the herbologist here. I make potions and other things for the Myconids here in Varnoth, obviously. I could use some of the mushrooms I have in my storeroom and make some potions of healing for you all.
That would be
Maybe,
lovely.
Yeah, I'll do that first thing in the morning. I feel really freaking hungry, and for some reason I still feel tired, even though apparently I've been here a while. So I'll get to that in the morning, and I'll find you guys and make sure you have some potions.
We shall
It's
meet you.
The least I could do.
We shall meet you at Grandma Sparkle's kitchen.
Yeah, I'll probably be there, stuffing my face full of her pancakes. So we'll meet there in the morning.
Good.
That's so rude.
We love her.
I can help you with
She's the greatest, isn't she?
Yeah, but you haven't tried our syrup.
Is that like a sex thing?
No,
are you
what
talking
the
about?
fuck?
No.
No, the
Smelly
tree
people
man
often
has
do that.
syrup. Oh my
Oh.
god. Jesus Christ.
How the fuck was I supposed to know?
He is half tree.
Well,
There's a
Oh.
whole thing about making him cry or bleed to get syrup for their pancakes.
but with my friends now, I don't feel so sad. I
Don't
know if I'll
worry,
need to
I will
cry.
hurt you.
Okay.
For
Yeah,
my
now he just has
goddess.
to rub it out.
Oh, I'm leaving.
Wait.
Katniss leaves.
So
Katniss
it is
leaves
a
the
sex
room.
thing?
Nope, I left. I'm done. I'm gone. Bye.
Okay. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the morning.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are we doing like another rest here? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, you guys can. Vernoth does say
You have
thank
to
you
for your
all you
berries.
guys,
Oh, that's right. I haven't
as you
cast
guys
it yet,
leave.
but
And
before I
she,
go to sleep, I will.
Varnoth does walk up to Bobby before Bobby leaves, and she says, "Bobby, I'll never be able to properly repay you, but I will give you a gift tomorrow, just to show my sincere gratitude, just for you, because I know you had to sacrifice a lot for this. So just know I appreciate you."
Well, thank you. Look forward to it.
And she hugs you as well. She gives you a nice big bear hug like she did to Tarnok earlier. And you are a very strong, big barbarian, and even her strength kind of outdoes yours. And you do feel that kind of bear hug kind of tighten around you. And then she lets you go as you can go and join the rest of the party if you'd like.
Alrighty.
I'd like to cast Good Berry before I go to sleep, just so I have those 10 berries tomorrow.
Yeah, sure. It's like probably midnight at this point. So I would say you have 24 hours to use them. So just before midnight tomorrow is when they expire.
Oh, so we're like going to bed, like long rest?
No, like short rest. We only need
You guys can do whichever one. It's up to you.
If we do
It's-
long rest, I'd like to cast Good Berry 3 times.
min-maxing your good berries.
Kind of.
I will say sunrise is typically around like 6 a.m. here. So if you guys wanted to wait until lights up, I would say probably it's whatever. It's whatever. You guys do whatever you want, and we'll go from there.
I only need to have 4 hours of meditation. So I'm going to cast Good Berries 3 times.
Okay. You have, what is that, 30 good berries in your
30 good
inventory now?
berries.
Very nice.
So what time is it?
I will say, if you guys are cool with it, we'll just advance all the way to 6 a.m. It's
Okay.
not quite 8 hours, but since we're playing loose and fast here anyways,
Hey, yo.
go ahead and you... I know, what's his name? Maple, you get yours back after 4 hours anyways, your spell slot, so you're good to go. And I think everybody else is full up, so 6 a.m. it is.
Okay, I go to the kitchen.
Okay. You guys enter the
Fold.
kitchen. Is everybody going there?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys get to the kitchen early. You don't quite see anybody in there yet. There is a 10. It looks like a circular blue box. It looks like it's made of metal, perhaps. It has pictures of cookies on it resting on the table, perhaps for breakfast or something for people. Little snacks, and then some jugs of water, kind of setting not at the table, but in the kitchen area. You can see when you first walk in, as you guys kind of wait for Tarnok to come in, as well as Vernoth said she would greet Bobby as well.
I grab a glass. Where's Maple? Maple, where'd you go?
Sorry, I was just adding Good Berries to my inventory.
Oh, okay.
Priorities.
Are you in the kitchen?
Yes, I'm coming.
Okay. I grab a glass and I look directly into Maple's eyes and I say the nicest affirmations to him ever. Like how kind he is, how loved he is. I just say the most amazing things to him to make him cry. And then I catch
Maple,
the
does
sip.
that work?
Yeah.
How long has it been since Maple's been properly, sincerely complimented?
I start to kind of, and I start crying into the glass.
Yep. I jet the glass out in front of his face and catch the syrup.
Yeah. It's so nice to hear those things. I've been alone for so long.
She's just using you.
It still feels the same.
I meant every word, but I also did it for the syrup.
She did.
I'll give her like a side hug, and then I'll, I guess, give a decent amount of maple syrup.
Beautiful symbiotic relationship.
Either way, it hurt him.
What?
What?
Emotionally.
All right. As you guys are, or as Katniss, I should say, is harvesting syrup from poor little Maple, you do see Varnoth and Tarnak walk through the door. Tarnak has kind of like a milk crate full of bottles. And then you'll also see that Varnoth has come in with a very, very large axe on her back. Oh. Hey guys, I stayed up all night after I got some food in me. I actually didn't get much rest because I wanted to make sure you guys had this in the morning in case you guys left. But I was able to make you guys some potions, and he holds out. Looks like 4 potions of healing. The red bottles of liquid. They look to be much more bright red and vibrant than the other potions of healings that you guys had bought for a very low price at the trading store earlier. I know it's kind of not a lot on a short notice, but it's the most I can make before sunrise. So I hope this at least provides some kind of help and assistance for you on your journey.
I'm gonna reach out and take one. Thank you.
I took one as well. Because I'm the healer.
I'll also take one.
Okay.
Last one's yours, Bobby.
I will take the last one.
And Varnoth goes up to you, Bobby, and she says, and on top of that, you proved yourself to be a mighty courageous hero, so I thought it's only fitting I give you a weapon worthy of such a soldier. Something I used when I was in battles for a long time, and it's never failed me. And I hope it can strike true for you as well as it did for me. And she hands you this gigantic, beautifully crafted great axe, and I'll go ahead and add that in your inventory for you so you can take a look at that.
Ooh.
Bobby, are you still hungry?
Oh.
Starving.
Bobby, I'm sorry. You guys had some passage of time. Can you roll a d6 for me?
I need D6.
Yeah, just a d6 by itself.
Roll a 1.
That's terrifying.
Got a 4.
Oh man, that's not good.
Okay, Bobby. You feel when you woke up, you felt this infection kind of spread down all the way through your body. Now, pretty much your entire body's covered in these black spiderwebbing veins, and you have 4. That's what you rolled, right? 4.
Mm-hmm.
4 less total HP.
Oh no.
Oh, shit.
Bobby said he was starving. I want. I would like to extend a good berry to Bobby at this time.
And Bobby, that axe is now in your inventory as well, so you can go ahead and I see you already edit your max HP. Thank you for that. And you can also you'll have to refresh and check your inventory.
The max HP I have, it should be 22, and I didn't change it.
I just saw 26 as your max 1 second ago, and then when I refreshed,
No, it says 20.
yeah.
But I didn't do anything to that.
I also didn't do anything with your HP.
That's weird.
Troubleshoot time. Let's
Yeah,
see,
that was just
manage
going
HP. You took your average HP, right, for level 2? So,
Yeah,
so
which
you
should be
be 26, yeah.
26 or 27.
So, maybe 26. It's weird. 'Cause that's what I saw. I saw 26 when I just looked at there. You weren't
Yeah.
fully healed. It said your current was less than 26. But...
Yeah, I hit the long rest button on my character sheet, and then it changed it to 20.
Huh. It's weird. You can just edit your current down to 22, and we'll keep track that way, because I don't want to have to try and remember what your max is if this curse goes away.
Fair enough.
And while Bobby's reading over his, inspecting his new axe and everything, and Varnoth and Tarnak are kind of, thanking everybody, then taking their leave. Tarnak also, in the milk crate, he left 100 gold in there for the party to kind of disperse amongst yourselves. And then Grandma Sparkles walks in, and she says good morning to all of you, and asks you a very important question. Who wants pancakes?
Hey.
I'll take them.
Alrighty.
Sign me up.
Of
She
course.
starts whipping some pancakes up in the kitchen for you all.
Well, now what?
We eat our pancakes and then go find Roscoe.
But we don't really know where he is. Do we have a guide to show us the rest
Didn't you
of the
say
island?
he was in the north? We just start walking.
Okay, just start
Could-
going north.
At this
Could
point,
Tarnak help us?
Grandma Sparkles is serving the pancakes, and Runera has walked in. And she has a kind of worried expression on her face, like something's on her mind, as she walks up to the five of you sitting at the table and says, good morning. It's nice to see you all again. I saw that you chose in the end to give the mushroom to Tarnak, so we greatly appreciate that and your sacrifices there. However, I have one additional favor to ask of you. Our dear Mila left yesterday morning, shortly after you all had departed for the Sea Caves, and she had mentioned she was going to try and find the shipwreck. She said one of you had told her the general location of, where you guys remember seeing it, and she had said something about the currents on the northeastern part of the island tend to carry the ships to a string of rocks, and she was going to go check it out in an attempt to get some of her ordered goods back. However, she has not returned. She still has her gone diving sign on her shop wall, and I worried that something may have happened to her. Is there any chance you all could go check on her for me?
We're headed that way anyway. So sure.
Oh, excellent.
Absolutely.
I will take your map and I'll show you the rough path that Milas told me about before. I haven't traveled it myself, but this is the way that she's told me she's traveled, so hopefully it can serve you all as well. She takes your map, makes a little marking, shows a route out of the city, where kind of going into that entrance into the woods where you guys came from last night, and then taking a different route that kind of travels up to the north and then kind of juts out to the east. And you see on the map where she's kind of drawn these line of rocks that are next to what appear to be some cliffs on your map.
Oh shit. Let me zoom out. Sorry, I wasn't ready.
And that was the north side you said, right? Or is that
Yeah, northeast. Yeah.
northeast? Okay, cool.
I know that you've all been tasked with a lot of adversity since you all have come here, but I am very pleasured to call you all friends, and what you do does not go without appreciation.
You're welcome.
And she takes her leave after that, and you guys are free to do whatever you want. You still got pancakes on the table if you want to eat some more. Grandma Sparkles is at this point making dinner or breakfast for the rest of the crew. The rest of the kobolds are probably going to be waking up soon, as it's roughly, like 6:30, maybe 30 minutes have passed since you guys woke up. And the rest of the day is yours.
Oh, after giving the good berry to Bobby, does he feel anything?
Nothing. He
Ah,
feels still as hungry as ever, maybe even slightly more hungry, and maybe it's just anger that he can't feel the satisfaction that he once got from this good berry.
Bobby,
That's
did you
bad
drink your
berry.
healing
Oh
potion?
shit! Can I follow the hot older lady?
Sure, you can follow her.
Where'd she go?
She's going up to the temple. You probably catch her about halfway up. She's not walking very fast. She's kind of taking a nice little slow jaunt.
Okay. I'm gonna hand her the flute
Yeah, yeah.
and ask her, "Hey, do you know what this is? I found it after a dream where I totally hooked up with one of the mushroom ladies, and I mean, not a dream, it was real. And then this was just there.
I have so many questions, but
I can show you.
I no, it's quite
Okay.
all right. This flute, I've never seen it before, but I sense a very ancient and evil magic on it, and I see it also bears the mark of Orcus on it. So I'm surprised that it doesn't have some kind of hold over you the way that the amulet did. To be honest, you say you found this in a dream, and then it appeared in real life.
Yes. And it dawns on me that I haven't tried to play it yet.
Yes, that is very strange.
You haven't
I
forgotten to throw it at people's heads, though.
It's pretty good at killing people. I'll give it that.
I imagine it whistles like the flute in The Little Mermaid when Eric throws it into the water.
never seen it.
Well,
Oh, you've never seen
it
So
sounds.
specific. So specific.
It makes this like as it like goes into the water. I
Well,
digress.
it makes a owl sound. Okay. Maybe it
Whatever
sounds
it
like
is, I would
Hold on.
be cautious using it. But if you feel no ill effects from it at this point, I don't sense that it has the same kind of manifestation that the amulet had. So
Okay.
I don't know.
So you
Just
think
be
it's
careful,
safe to
Zaylan.
play?
Perhaps. I'm going to go to the temple before you do so.
No.
Yeah.
Take it.
She casts silence around you and she walks away.
I played it a little bit there.
I heard it. Unfortunately.
That was a real flute.
With that pre-recorder I bought, I figured I had to turn off the crisp sound deadening so you can hear it.
I probably need to do that for all my door creaks. But she was able to silence you before she walked away, and she goes up to her temple, and you're
Damn it.
in a small field of silence.
Did anything happen when I played it?
No, because you're in a silence field, so basically there's no noise that can emit from the circle of silence. You'd have to leave it.
Okay. Well, guys, she doesn't know shit. I'm taking pancakes. And I stuffed some pancakes in my pocket. And, what do you guys want to do?
We don't need help getting to the north side of the island, right?
Apparently, we're just going to walk north, so.
Yeah, I'd like to go as soon as possible.
Yeah, I guess let's go before
I'm good.
Bobby needs more help.
Yes, getting this out of the way is probably for the best.
You want some beer for the road, Bobby?
If I need more, I have more alcohol. This is not an alcohol time. Not feeling great.
I thought it might make you feel better.
Bobby, would you like my healing tonic we just got from Tarnak?
No, I fear it will not be of any use to me at the moment.
Oh my god, he's gonna die.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Okay, so we head north. Where do we go to head north?
Great. You guys go to follow the stairs all the way down. There's a little pathway. It leads down to the woods. You guys kind of fork off. Judging from the map, it looks like a similar distance as the distance to the cave. So maybe like 3.5 hours, something like that, on foot. So you guys are making your ways through the island, kind of navigating through the forest a bit. A lot of the journey that you're taking here isn't on a paved road or like a clear pathing like the path to the sea cave was. There's like lots of trees overhead, giving you some nice shade as the sun's kind of rising and getting higher in the air, and kind of, you know, the heat's starting to come out. You guys are getting shielded from that, thankfully. And eventually, maybe 2 hours in, you guys see a clearing in front of you. You're emerging past the tree line. There you see some rocks, like giant boulders, maybe 15 or 20 feet high, kind of spread out, and then you see some kind of object in the middle of this clearing, but it's a little hard to see from this distance.
What's that? Let's go check it out.
You guys get closer. You guys can make perception checks as well to try and see it from a distance.
Yeah, I'd like
Where are
to.
we on the map?
On the map, you guys are on a. You're not on this map currently. This is more. I'll call it theater of the mind. As you guys are seeing what's in front of you.
I just
Okay.
rolled a 23.
That's better than my 10.
I'm basically blind because I rolled a 5.
Yeah, Maple, you
Oh,
see.
21.
Perception.
Okay, Maple and Zalen.
16. I rolled an 18.
All right, the three of you that rolled high. You guys can see from this distance. You're probably call it like 60 feet away. Pretty good distance. But you guys see what looks like a pedestal in the middle of this clearing, with what appears to be a red button and then some kind of sign beside it. You can't read those words. The words are a little too small at this distance, but you do see like what looks like a red button on top of some type of pedestal or table.
Is there a path leading to that pedestal, sorry, or is it just kind of through the rush?
It's kind of open. There's not a lot around it, so you could walk there without issue.
Can I approach while kind of just like watching for traps or anything in the ground or any booby traps?
Yeah, I would say for that kind of thing, probably make a perception check just to see how well you could see things as you're approaching.
20. I'm rolling really well tonight.
Nice.
Dirty 20. You see, you're kind of like looking out towards the rocks and around this this pedestal. You don't see anything immediately that sticks out, but you do hear in the distance, kind of like behind a rock, you hear that kind of drop. That was like a rock or something that was fallen. It was real quick and real faint.
I would like to turn
Maple, hold
towards
on.
that sound.
You turn towards the sound,
Do I see
and you don't see anything, and you don't hear anything else.
Now, Zalen said, hold on. Do I hear Zalen say, hold on to me?
Sure. Zalen, what you got?
Maple, we can push the button from back here. I have mage hand.
I want to see what that sign says, though.
Okay.
Maybe don't push random buttons.
I would say, I forgot you couldn't read the sign, and you were kind of walking closer, and you rolled that dirty 20 as you walk closer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You at that point you could see the sign said in all caps, but it's kind of written. Imagine a kindergartner holding a crayon, like ham fisting it and kind of writing it like that, and it
Yeah.
says, "Do not press."
I'm
Guys, I
going.
really want to press the button.
I am going to take
really
one
wanna
for
press
the
it.
team and use a spell slot, and I'm going to detect magic.
Oh, damn. Good call.
Okay. You cast detect magic. What's the range on that? Is there a range limit?
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay, so you'd have to get within 30 feet of this button,
Okay.
and then you cast detect magic.
And it lasts for 10 minutes. It says concentration up to 10 minutes duration.
And you don't detect any kind of magic coming from the button or anything surrounding, not out towards the rocks. Definitely no magic other than like the staff and some of the other like items that your party's carrying.
Okay.
Is there like a big rock anywhere? Like a big rolling boulder somewhere?
Not a rolling boulder, no. There's about maybe 3 or 4 rocks, and they're all firm in place, like they're not budging anywhere.
So,
They are just large though.
who's got a high perception check? Like,
I've
who's got a high-
very good perception?
So, if you would like to go up to the button, I could
have,
give you
we
guidance.
can do it from here. We can do it from here. I can hit the
Hold
button
on.
from here.
Rather than, okay.
Why are
hold
we
on.
pushing a button?
Yeah,
That's
why
a
are we pushing this button?
Because it's a button in
It's
the woods.
and it says do not push. I feel like we have to push the button.
That's reverse psychology. Yeah, exactly.
It's obvious.
It's reverse psychology. You gotta hit the
We're
button.
wrong
looking for
sound
Roscoe,
that I
not a
heard.
button.
What if Roscoe is in there? That sign sounds like something he would write because he's stupid.
It's ham fisted. What that rock sound I heard earlier? Could I like explore the rock that I heard it from?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't like the smile that
Would
the DM has right now in
but I
his
would like to
voice. I
do
can hear
so
it. I
with
can hear
like
he's
with
smiling.
stealth, and because I can
Ooh.
use. Hold on. I can. Oh my god, what's it called again? I have a thing.
Into a
Mask of the
bird
Wild.
fly over.
I don't know what spell slot, but I can do Mask of the Wild, which means I can be high. I can attempt to hide even though I'm only lightly obscured, so tall grass, whatever. I like to kind of approach with caution behind that rock.
Okay, definitely roll a like stealth check for me. And I'm working on getting you guys a map actually, so this makes a little bit more sense.
Yikes! I only rolled a 10.
Maple.
Yeah, so you're going towards. Hold on, give me 1 second. Just pulling the map up.
Explode.
I sure
This
changed form.
this should work. Do you guys see a map and stuff right
Ooh,
now?
yes.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Oh yeah,
Let me throw down a little circle here. We'll say that the button's like right here. It's really tiny. So that's like the button right
30.
there and that square.
Is that close enough?
So yeah, Katniss, you'd be within 30 feet. Maple, it sounds like you're kind of going off to. You heard the rock from over here,
Yes.
and you
was
tried to sneak
trying do so.
around. Can you just kind of drag which way you're sneaking, like to the left or the right?
I would have gone forward.
All right. You hear. You're like keeping a listen out for any more rocks or anything. You hear. Ah, he's coming around here. Hide, quick.
I would stop dead in my tracks, and I would start to retreat back towards the group in a manner that pretends like I didn't hear anything.
Roll me a deception check.
Oh boy. You said deception, right?
Yep.
Oh, that's a -1. Damn it. 14. I'm too honest.
Okay, no, 14's good. You're able to sell off the casual saunter off, kind of a shoulder shrug, turn around, going, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, but they don't really seem to notice.
Guys, there's voices from behind that rock, and I think that button is an ambush.
That makes sense. What did they sound like?
They sounded kind of nervous.
Maybe goblin-esque?
Would I know the sound of a goblin through my travels?
Do you speak Goblin? I feel like one of you guys speak
Ooh,
Goblin.
do.
hold on, maybe I do.
That's why I asked.
No, Common, Druidic, and Elvish.
You just kind of shrug your shoulders.
Okay, voices that sounded skittish, unfortunately. Hi.
I'm gonna
Do we
call
want-
out in goblin.
Oh,
Okay. What are you gonna call out?
Can I push this button?
You don't hear anything in response.
Should we trick these guys, these humans, into pressing the button?
And this is still in Goblin, I take it?
Yes.
Yeah, you still don't hear a response.
Oh man.
I would like to back away from the button at this point.
Is it still 5 feet per square?
Yeah, 5 feet per square.
Guys, let's back up to 30 feet here.
If you heard somebody behind the rock, why don't we all just go to the rock?
I say we push. We push forward.
Hey, will you get back here then?
No, I mean like not we pushed the button. We pushed the people.
Oh, okay.
Like we pushed the group. Surely we could take them. I agree with
But what if
Yaramir.
the button explodes them?
That
I-
logic is not even
Genuinely.
logical. Why would they set up a trap that blows them up?
Because
Ugh.
they wouldn't expect someone to touch the button.
Zaylin, I am tired. And I would like to go push the people.
Can I can I do a persuasion roll against Katniss to try and convince her to push the button?
No, I'm gonna say you're gonna have to use all natural riz for that. If you can't convince the player, then
Natural
can't
riz
convince
is
the
great.
character.
Zero riz. Let's go, guys.
Yeah. I don't have anything against.
Well,
it.
but Bobby's sick. Shit. Maple, what do you think? Do you think we should move forward? If we all
I
go
would be
together?
lying if I said that button didn't look appetizing, but I don't trust it. I think we should maybe sneak ahead.
Well, I can't sneak. I'm loud and clunky. Have a
Same.
bunch of armor on.
I can
But I
sneak.
can do.
Oh.
I have a big giant sword, so
Okay. I will follow
was it?
behind the big giant sword. It was
The
rock
button
to
is
our
this
left.
big red thing. Apologies.
Maple,
if
where did you
it's hard
sneak?
to see.
That's
I
so
was-
much
I went
bigger.
to the-
That's a big
I went
ass
to the
fucking
left.
button.
That's a
It
huge
just-
button.
Every
I'm
time I
making
look,
it big so you can see.
every time I look at it though, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Realistically, it's very tiny. It's not even 5 feet, but I just want you guys to
it's
see
like
it's.
a police hat from Scary Movie
Yeah.
3.
Oh, I love that.
Oh my gosh.
That's a great one.
Oh man.
It was to the rocks to the left, sir.
Irmir, since
Frame
we're
of
both
reference, it's gonna be right
loud.
there on the ping.
Can I stealthily go like over here?
Roll a stealth check.
17.
You get about, we'll call it right here. You get pretty close. As
Nothing
you
moved when
see,
you said right here. Oh, there it goes.
I dragged your guy. Oh, it's just delay. As you see something hiding in the bushes. Let me ping this for you. About right there.
Oh,
Maybe like
shit.
10, 15 feet away from you. And you can choose to proceed or what you do from here, but just let you know at this point is when you see something in this bush.
There's something in the bush.
Are you yelling that out to the people that are 30 feet behind you?
Oh.
Just checking. Just checking.
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck to do. You guys can do stuff too.
Yeah,
I
I
walk.
want to just walk over there.
I walk towards this bush. Can I?
Okay,
Make
we're
a,
either pushing the button, fighting them, or we're leaving. We need to make a decision here.
It
I
sounds like
say
we're
we just have
surrounded.
a conversation with them.
I say we go to the people. Push the people.
Okay, push the
Let's-
people.
let's-
Let's go.
Let's push to the people.
But
Okay.
like,
We're going around the north side of it.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
No,
where
I
you
would
said
say
you
no.
heard them.
Hold on. No. I would say they heard me coming that way. We should go around the other way.
Okay.
I stay here.
Where? At what point do we see them? Do we see them?
And it's a good question. Perception check.
Perception. Here we go.
I rolled
17.
a 17.
I got a 19.
9.
All right. The people that rolled 17, those two of you.
I got
those-
a 12.
Well, I rolled 17, but it's +2 with my bonus.
Yeah, the people that rolled good perception, and since most of you are kind of clustered up, Zalen, you can definitely see the one in front of you, but you all start to see a number of what appear to be kobolds
Oh, thank God, kobolds.
Oh.
that are hiding.
Oh,
What are they doing?
Actually, this one's more over
It's
there.
probably the bad ones that.
I
got kicked
assume
out.
so. Yeah, the flamethrower guys.
Do they have wings?
Do they have flamethrowers?
Based on what you guys have seen so far, no wings, no flamethrowers. They are still trying to hide. They have not picked up on the fact that you guys have made them. They think they're being very stealthy right now.
Hello, you in the bush. I can see you.
I'm not here. Go push the button.
Okay.
I started dancing.
Don't say okay.
What happens
Guys, I
if
think they saw us.
what happens if we push the button?
And then you guys start to hear a few kind of like fake bird calls, like it's some kind of signal, as a few more pop out on top of the rocks
Oh fuck.
with bows drawn,
Oh my god.
Oh no.
aiming at you guys. Time to roll for initiative.
Oh,
No.
Jesus Christ.
6.
Ooh, 21.
I got 18.
All right, everybody, please.
I
If you
also
rolled,
got an 18.
very nice. If you rolled physical dice, please keep your number while I go through.
Yep.
And type some things. Physical people. What'd you get?
18.
18. Maple rolled a 7 on the tabletop. Zalen got a 21. Hell yeah. Iramir. Iramir, I see a intelligence save. I think.
I'm
Oh,
just a big
INT.
fucking idiot.
I get
It's
it.
a 6 though, so
I get it. Oh yeah, 'cause it's D20. Do you have any kind of modifier for your initiative?
no, it's +0.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do that, and then make my way downtown through all these guys.
Making my way downtown.
Phases past, I'm homebound.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 of these bitches. Are you kidding me?
Iramir,
There'd
I
be
have a
7 less
plan.
in this world.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh
I got a
no.
new spell I've been dying to try out, so I'm actually fine with this.
All right. So Zalen, with your 21, you're gonna go ahead and start off our combat. We'll go ahead and delete this circle. Don't need it anymore. And yeah, Zalen, you're first up. Bobby, you're gonna be right after him.
Okay, I'm gonna do this while changing a shit diaper.
We can come back to you if you need some time.
No, you're good. I'm gonna cast whichever one's the cantrip. I think it's oh my god. Vicious Mockery, I think, is the cantrip one.
Uh-huh. You want me to click that for you since you seem to be
Yeah.
Elbow deep.
Is he gagging?
that's gonna be a 4, but I need
I'm
to
not
do
gagging,
a-
I'm just coughing. This is booger.
That is probably not going to save. Let me check this guy real quick. Kobold E, you said the one closest to you. Wisdom is -2, so he definitely fails. He's going to take 4 points of damage. This guy is practically coughing up a lung and looks to be in very bad shape already after you whispered mean things in his mind and told him that he'll never be a real dragon, and that he sucks and his scales smell like poop, as he's now very damaged. Anything else
And
for you,
then,
Zalen?
I'm gonna run around the back of that rock and try and take cover.
Okay. The
that's
one that
it.
you were originally going to, right?
Yeah, the one that's like top left from me.
Let's see. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And you have 30 feet, so I'll go ahead and move you 5 more. All right, you've gotten as far behind the rock as you can to get into cover. And you appear to be in a pretty good cover position from the majority of the, or at least 2 of the archers, I should say, that are on top of the rocks. Anything else?
Do not believe so. I think I'm good.
All right, perfect. Though, Bobby, you're up. Katniss, you're going to be after him.
So, can I jump onto this rock that this kobold's on?
It's pretty high up. It's like 15 feet, so you can't jump. However, I would say you could use an action to do acrobatics check to see if you could kind of climb up it. Let's see your movement speed. Yeah, I would say you could. If you get a good acrobatics, you could climb up there in one turn. Also, did you happen to equip your new
Yes, I
axe?
did.
Okay, and did you roll with advantage for your...
I did.
Perfect.
Sorry, did they have wings or no?
No, these guys, none of them appear to have wings, and there does not appear to be any fire chucker, as it's been called.
Well, if I'd need to climb in order to get up to there, I have -10 to my movement speed, right?
That is, yes, that is unfortunately true. I had forgotten about that, so thank you for keeping me honest there.
I can go here. And throw a hand axe.
All right, go ahead and roll the hit die.
Well.
The infection is just overtaking you entirely at this point, as kind of saps your energy, and you just throw the axe really short, and it misses. Unfortunately, lying on the ground, 10 feet in front of you.
I can't even go pick it up.
No, but
No.
Irimir can, and she probably will. She's done it for me before.
Yes, Iramir is a very good axe retriever.
Unfortunately, I think that'll be it for my turn.
Okay, it's going to bring us to Katniss, followed by a series of kobolds before we get to Maple and Iramir.
Shit. Okay. I am going to get within 60 feet of Cobalt A. So is that like right here? Is that like
Yeah, it looks about
square
60
wide?
feet. That's like 5, 10, 15, 20, plus some height shit that I don't understand. Sure, 60 feet's fine.
Okay. And I'm going to cast Sacred Flame. So you need to, the dex is 12.
All right. Let's. Oh. Rolled a 18 overall,
Shit.
unfortunately.
Okay.
Does it say take half damage or anything?
It says it must succeed or take 1d8 radiant damage. The target gains no benefit from half coverage or 3/4 cover from the save.
Okay, so there's no half damage on a fail. So yeah, he's able to dodge this sacred flame that you throw at him, and he kind of gives you a very annoying kind of laugh at you as he looks down at you from above.
I move backwards, and I'm done.
Okay. Next we have a series of kobolds. Kobold A, the one that just had at Katniss, he has a short bow in hand, going to attempt to hit Katniss with his bow. It's probably going to miss, but let me just get this modifier right. I'm assuming 11 does not hit.
Correct.
All right. He shoots a bow at you, and he misses.
And I go,
And I love it. Then we're going to go over to Kobold B, who's on top of these rocks. He's going to look down at Iramir with his short bow and try and take a shot at her. It's going to be a 12. Also misses. And then we have Kobold C. Kobold C is about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
I thought you meant 5'10", like height wise, and then you were like 15, 20. I'm like, what?
5, 10, 15. He's able to just get within distance of Katniss. He has a little short sword. He's going to attempt to shank you with that. Shank you very much, but he misses. It goes to jab at you, and you deflect it off with your shield. And you kind of throw him off his foot, off his balance, and he misses you completely.
I
And
snarl.
Let's go to our next guy. He looks scared from that snarl, to be honest. Was not expecting that. And then Kobold D is going to go make its way, we'll say, towards Iramir. It's going to attempt to shank her with the short sword. 15?
18.
Ah, you're killing me.
Bad luck.
You deflect him with your shield, and as he also misses you, and that will actually bring us down to Maple now. Iramir, you're going to be following after him.
Okay. You said it's about 15 feet. You said the rocks in front of us.
Yeah, we'll just use the square distance, right? So
Okay. I'm going to cast Wild Shape, and I'm going to turn into a giant wolf spider.
Oh,
Ew.
gross.
You couldn't have been
So
anything not disgusting.
I said I can climb walls with no like action to it.
Oh.
So I'm going to turn into a giant wolf spider. Oh, my dog is barking. I apologize.
I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on
He-
you.
Okay.
Follow the
So
spiders. It's never
I
follow
am
the
going
butterflies.
to climb this rock because it just is part of the movement because I can do that now, which is so sweet. To go to Cobalt B, and I'm going to try and bite that Cobalt.
Oh.
do you have the stat block for Wolf Spider?
I do. So what would you like me to pull out? Because I get plus 2 temporary hit points, right? So the way it works would be if I have 12 hit points now, I have 14 as a spider. Is that correct?
I unless they changed it for the current way, I thought the animal you changed it into you gained their hit points,
There.
and then once
Okay.
it
They did
turns,
significant changes to Druid, so I'm
Oh,
actually looking at the
significant.
wild shape rules right now.
Yeah.
Transform beast form. You form number of hours equal to half your Druid level, so it'd be 1 hour or until you wild shape again. Blah blah blah. Sorry guys. Temporary hit
says
points. When you assume a
shape-
wild shape,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. You gain temporary hit points equal to your Druid level. So I think you're right on that, Mabel. You would add 2 to get 14. There should be a temporary hit points box on your character sheet.
Yeah.
And you retain all and the ability to speak, Jerky. That was a big thing that they added in 2024. You now don't just chitter as a squirrel. You can actually speak all the languages you normally have.
Do I set my temporary hit points at 14
Interesting.
or 2?
2
Is
would
that
be
a-
your temporary hit points.
Okay, because then when I die from wild shape, I just revert back to my 12, right? With the
I believe so.
Okay, cool. I hope I'm understanding. It's my first time doing wild shape. Okay.
It's my first time
so
working with a druid, so
I apologize.
no
I
worries.
don't break anything. Yeah, I'll try and bite this cobalt in front of me.
Yeah, go ahead and roll to hit on that.
Son of a bitch! I rolled a 2. I'm right back to being who I am.
Yeah, he kind of lifts his foot up as you go to bite his toes, and he just kind of moves out the way.
Hold on. Yeah. So I had to roll for attack, don't I? So it says it must make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw. Is that unsuccessful hit?
Let me pull this bad boy up. He said it was
I
a
know, I'm
wolf
almost confused.
spider.
Yeah, giant wolf spider. It says
Oh, giant wolf spider.
melee weapon attack plus 3 to hit. So I get a 5. So yeah, obviously I wouldn't hit. Never mind. And then one creature, piercing damage. Target must make a DC 11 saving throw. If they fail, it's 2d6 poison damage plus the bite.
You might be looking at 2014 rolls there.
Oh no.
'Cause I don't see that for 2024. Just
Oh my
says
God.
melee attack plus 5.
Oh, I'm on the D&D and Beyond. Oh, it's legacy. Damn it.
No worries. What was your roll though? What was your dice roll?
If it's plus 5, it'd be 7 to hit.
7. Okay, still misses unfortunately, and there's no wisdom check on 2024, so that is unfortunately a miss with no effect.
Well, I am now just a spider standing in front of this thing.
Okay, so Mr. Spider, is that the end of your turn?
I mean, beyond just being more of a spider, I can't do much else. So, yeah, I was. Can I send you the thing I'm looking at? Is it 2014 is the rule?
I think that's what you're looking at. If it says legacy, it's 2014, and I've been using the 2024 rules for everything.
2024 rules. Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah. I'm done.
Okay, great. It's gonna be Iramir. You're up, and you're gonna be followed by a series of kobolds before we get back to Zalen.
I'm just gonna cast Sacred Flame on Cobalt D in front of me.
All right, that's a dexterity save, right?
Yeah, 13.
Yeah, he fails that one. He rolled a 3, and his modifier is not enough to save him. So you can
I
go ahead and
rolled
roll
an
for.
8.
Oh my gosh. Iramir, just checking. How would you like to do this?
I literally want him to burst into a ball of flame.
That's what happens. You put the light of your god, I believe you worship the sun god, and he definitely feels that heat of the sun through your magic kind of burst him into flames as he combusts, starts screaming. "Ah!" And there's just a charred, crispy lizard that falls on the floor, smoke still rising from his body. And he is dead. Good job.
I'm gonna turn towards Cobalt B and smile.
He looks thoroughly freaked out as he smells the skin of his friend baking below him. And I always drop my dice when we play. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Very good. We're gonna go to Kobold E. He's gonna run over to Zalen and try and shank him. Oh my god. He misses. He's not used to fighting somebody his own height. Completely throws him off his game and misses Zalen as Kobold F. One of the archers up here. He sees that his buddy's having a hard time with the sword, so he's gonna try and hit Zalen with the longbow.
What is the range on those bows?
60 feet, and then it can go up to 120 feet with disadvantage.
Damn.
He rolled that plus that to be a 13. Mr. Zalen may still be taking care of the IRL boss baby diapers. But
bitch.
Just by one. Misses you. God damn it. These kobolds are not having a good day. One more kobold. Mr. Kobold G is in range of Katniss to attack without advantage or without disadvantage. And he's going to roll. Oh my gosh, a 16. You guys in your heavy armor.
I stuck my tongue out at him.
Completely. It actually hits your armor, but it just kind of cracks and breaks very sadly because it's not sharp enough to pierce through your heavy armor. And that brings us back to Zalen.
Oh shit. I'm gonna just stab Cobalt E.
All right, you can. Do you need me to roll to hit for you?
No, I can do it. I have 2 daggers. Do I get to do it twice, or is it?
Yeah, so you could roll once as an action to attack with a dagger, and you can use your bonus action to attack with your second dagger.
Okay, and then I click the hit DC one.
Correct.
Oh, damn it, 20, baby!
Yeah.
All right, that means you get to roll one of your damage die. I think it's a D4 for daggers.
2d4 plus 3 piercing.
Uh,
7.
Okay. So you rolled a 2, and then you got a 2 again, so that would be my roll. Already done for us. Plus 3, so 7 damage total. Mr. Zalen, how do you want to do this?
It's just the one dagger, right? It wasn't. I didn't use the other dagger, so.
I mean, when you kill something, you can be as cool as you want. At that point, game logic flies out the window for the most part. So if you want to talk about killing him with 2 daggers, you go right for it.
I'm gonna stab one in his belly and the other in his neck, and I'm gonna hold it above my head and just go, yeah, and then throw him to the side.
I really hate it here.
I'm gonna say Kobold F, who is watching you as the archer shooting at you. He is frightened of you at this point because that was fucking very demented. I don't even know what term to use.
Right.
So I'll go ahead and put a purple little triangle over him so I know that he's frightened of Mr. Zalen. Very cool. Anything else for your turn? You technically have a bonus action and your movement left. And this guy is no more, so...
Spells. Let's see. His bonus action? Another creature. I'm gonna give Bardic Inspiration to Katniss. I'll move right there.
Okay, within 60 feet. Looks to be right. Bardic
How
Inspiration.
tall is this rock that Cobalt
That
A is
rock?
on?
Kobold A is that one's the tallest. It's probably like 25, maybe even 30 feet.
Okay, so let me see
Hashtag
where
math.
we go.
Yeah, two things I don't do well with are math and scale. So when somebody asks me how tall something is,
He's like, yep.
my mind just draws a blank. So.
It's perfect for us.
So Katniss is inspired by your bardism. Did
Do
you
I-
play a
yeah, do I
particular
hear a
music
song?
note or tell her something, some motivational speech or anything like that to really motivate her, inspire her?
Yeah, hold on. I'll do it real quick. Can you hold on, please? I went looked at Katniss and went, I don't. All right, I
Can't
have
hear
too
it.
many things going on. Yeah, I have too many things going on. You can do it, and then I ran to the rock.
All right. Sounds great. That was very inspiring.
Okay.
Katniss has never been more inspired.
Yep.
Bobby is going to be up next. Katniss, you're after him.
Okay.
So. I'm gonna walk over and pick up my axe,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna throw another one at Kobold B.
Okay. Go for it.
And it will not hit.
Yeah,
I
it
assume.
misses. This one kind of it gets near him. You know, it's not as short as the other one, but it doesn't quite hit him, and it kind of lands near him to the left, so near on top of the rock near Maple and the Kobold. Unfortunately.
Of course, not only did I not hit him, I left the axe on the rock itself. Good job, me.
You're sick. We'll give you a pass.
Anything else? Any movement or anything?
I only have like another 20 or 10 feet. I'll move closer to the rock to try and climb up it next turn.
Okay. It's gonna bring us to Katniss, followed by a series of kobolds, and then Maple after the next set of kobolds go.
Okay. How close is Kobold C?
Within 5 feet.
Oh, sweet. I cast Word of Radiance.
Ooh la la! I don't even know what that does.
It says burning radiance erupts from you in a 5-foot emanation. Each creature of your choice that you can see in it must succeed a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 radiant damage. And it's a cantrip, so I can use it.
All right. What's the number I have to beat?
12.
Oof. With my negative modifier, I rolled a 13 still.
Shit. Fuck. Is he not afraid of my radiance? I
He's
fucking
not.
hate this kobold. All right. How big are the squares?
5 feet.
If you move away from him, he gets to attack you.
Yeah, he gets opportunity attack because he's within 5 feet of you.
If I don't move away?
If you move away.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So what you just did would provoke an opportunity attack, so he'd get a free swing at you. Granted, he's been rolling very poorly, so he may not even hit you, but it's a
I
risk.
haven't let go of my face. It's like playing chess. So,
Gotcha. He read that movement, so he's ready to strike if you do it.
I haven't moved. But I'll just stay there. I'll just take it. I like the pain.
Okay. Kobold A is going to take a shot over at Mr. Zalen, who just killed his friend. He didn't quite see the horrific scene that Kobold F saw. He just heard his friend dying and some kind of halfling scream. Oh my gosh. Fucker. He misses completely.
How come everybody else is getting
Go
good
over.
throws? DM.
You guys have been terrible the past few games. So I guess the luck has pointed to my dice now.
Except for
I
me.
rolled terribly.
Except for my turn.
I'm going to have to buy new dice after today.
See?
Kobold B is going to try to step on and destroy the wolf spider. I don't even know why I'm asking at this point, but does 11 hit? Mr. Maple?
I apologize. No, it does not hit.
Oh my gosh.
So Canadian to apologize for something not being able to hit you.
No, I was like talking but not putting my push to talk.
Right. Bold C, come on, 18 or higher. You got this. Nope, misses. Fucker. Maple, you're up. You guys making such short work of these kobolds.
I'm going to bite the kobold in front of me again.
All right. Let's go ahead and do your attack. It'll be a +5 to whatever your d20 is.
God, a 10.
A 10 on the die.
Yeah.
So 15 total. That hits,
Oh,
man.
no. 10 total.
Oh, 10 total. That does not hit, man.
You
I'm
rolled a
not rolling at
5?
all. Yeah, I rolled a 3, then a 5.
You rolled a 2 and then a 5.
A 2, then a 5. I'm
Yeah,
going
it's
up,
a
though.
better Maple.
I
Yeah, that-
still exist as a spider, and I say, oof. And I stand still, because I've done nothing to do. Shit, I'm a spider.
All right, Earmere, back to you.
Am I able to climb the rock within and still do an action?
I would say to climb the rock as a non-spider person, you would have to use your action to do a acrobatics check to kind of scale up this thing.
Get spidered.
I'm just gonna cast Sacred Flame again then.
Okay.
Dexterity 13.
Dexterity 13. Saving throws I've been rolling well on. I saved from that. It rolled a nice 17 total.
Okay. I'm just gonna move over with Bobby, I guess.
Okay. You and Bobby are at the foot of the rock as Kobold F, who is frightened of Mr. Zalen down there, is going to very panically shoot an arrow down at him as this little psycho halfling advances towards him. He has disadvantage, so it's going to be a 13 total. And I believe... Fucker, one away. If I didn't have disadvantage, he would have been hit. Misses Zalen as he continues to freak out. Oh fuck, he's getting closer! And then we'll go over to Kobold G, who's going to attempt to shoot over at... He can see Maple from his rock, actually, and he sees this little spider, and this guy just doesn't like spiders, and he's going to take a shot at Maple, and fuck my life, misses. Zalen, you're up again, buddy. Zalen may be
No, I'm gonna come
indisposed.
back.
Okay.
Ghost just got home, so just talking to her.
Yeah, no worries.
How tall is that?
That one appears to be probably 20 feet. It's like the second highest rock. Kobold A is on the highest. Kobold F is on the second highest rock.
So if I were to give it if what would you say is the most direct route? Would it be jumping off that thing and maybe taking damage?
Jumping off.
The rock?
Oh gosh. That would be the most direct. Can you tell me what you plan on doing so I
I'm
can
gonna
read the
cast
description?
command.
Okay. See
Is it
where the
get your-
command.
Oh
appears.
yeah, go. It's approach is the one I'm going to use. The target moves towards you by the shortest and most direct route, ending its turn if it moves within 5 feet of you.
I would say it would still have enough sense to safely go down there. So it would still come to you. It would come down off this rock, but it's not going to like yeet itself off the side.
Well, then I don't want to do that because I need a bone. Can I use my bonus action to stab it with my other dagger?
So you have both daggers in hand, so you could use an action and your bonus action. You will have to use movement to get up there as well as. I
Well,
get
what I'm
it because
saying is,
action
if
for
I-
acrobatics.
If I used the spell to have him come down here, can I still stab him?
Oh, I got what you mean. No, unfortunately, that bonus action attack with the dagger only gets triggered when you do a regular attack action with the first dagger.
I kind of figured. Okay, then I'm not gonna do that, and I'm just gonna cast Dissonant Whispers.
Oh shit. Okay. 13. Oof. Wait, it's a wisdom throw, right?
Yeah.
Bad boy has oof. Even with negative multiplier, I just got 13. So that's a save for Kobold F.
Is there any half damage?
Half damage, okay.
Okay, let me cast this.
Go and roll for your damage.
8. So 4.
Um. Oh, because it's half damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't tracking for a second.
I could
Yeah,
have
that
blown away still, but I got a 1, a 2, and a 5.
that fucked him up for sure. Whatever you whispered to him is ringing through his head as he looks pretty panicked and worried. Plus, he's already frightened from you from witnessing his friend get murdered. So, yeah, he's not looking so good.
Axel! That's what I whispered.
He took it to heart. He's clenching his cheeks.
Okay. Can I move or no?
Yeah, did you move this turn? I don't think you did.
No, I haven't moved.
Yeah, you can use all your movement then.
Alright, I'm gonna move to the very base of this rock. Actually, how far away is my 60 feet? Fuck that. I'm gonna start coming back this way. Let me see. Yeah, I can get back. I'm gonna go back over here. And
Okay.
I'm good.
Mr. Bobby, you're up.
All right. So I would like to try and climb up onto this rock here.
All right, go ahead and make me acrobatics check for that. And that is going to be your action for the turn if you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
17.
you pretty gracefully navigate up this rock, step on some smaller pieces of the stones, and you're able to get up there with relative ease as you are now on top of the rock. Actually, right where your hand axe is right in front of you, so you're able to retrieve that as well. And you do have a bonus action available to you if you would like to use that for anything.
There's nothing I can really do with the bonus action, so not really.
Okay. That's going to bring us over to Katniss.
So I grab my hand axe and I'm going for Kobold Sea.
All right, go ahead and roll for your hit DC.
13. I get 17.
That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay. Damage 1d6. Plus 2. 8. I have 8.
8 damage. Damn. Katniss, how would you like to do this?
I I rub my hand on the edge of the hand axe on the sharpest point. Just like my fingertips, I don't cut myself because I know my weapon. But while I do that, like I extend my arm out and slice his head off.
Oh, wow.
In a very dramatic show.
Yeah, you cut his head off, and it actually, the velocity of the swipe, his head just goes aerial, just straight vertical in the air as it kind of flips and tumbles in the air, and then kind of splatters as it hits back on the ground. You guys are twisted. You guys are fucking committing war crimes against these kobolds, burning them alive, fucking toss them in the air, beheading. I love it.
Well, they started shit with us first. They didn't want to fuck around. They wouldn't have to find out.
That is a very fair point.
Now, before I do anything, I look at my group, and I say, "I'm right here. Should I push the button?"
That's hilarious. I was gonna do it at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it. Hit it. See what it does.
Oh God, I'm scared.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do
I
it.
push the button.
All right. As you press this button,
Oh.
a
Told you.
No.
a giant net from the leaves underneath you swoops up and is seemingly suspended by each of these big 4 rocks that the kobolds are standing on as it goes in the air, and you now have the restrained condition as you are stuck inside of this net.
Is this cantrips and kinks or whatever?
Yeah. I would be the one bonded up. No.
Something fucking around, something finding out.
And also, I should add that the body of the kobold you killed, the headless body at this point, was also within the range of this net, so it's now on top of you and kind of like
So
all inside the net with you, in a very tight space. So I'm gonna say that ends your turn. You can't. You don't have any movement to use anymore, unfortunately. So we're gonna go ahead and go to Mr. Kobold A, who. Let me check something. The restrained condition. Attack. Oh, okay. Come on, buddy. This is your time to shine. Mr. Kobold A sees you in this net, finally fallen into their trap. As he's going to attempt to shoot his bow at you. I'm crying. Even with advantage. He misses. He's so shook up from witnessing the beheading and from seeing his lifeless friend's body being defiled in this net with you.
Oh, it
He's
hurts to
still so
laugh.
shook up he can't hit you. Mr. Kobold B, I really want to take a shot at Katniss because that would be at advantage, but I feel like he's going to be focusing on either the spider that's been trying to bite him or the very scary barbarian that's creeping up behind him.
I'm just a widow spider.
I mean, I could be, I am, I'm the bait, like, for the team. Like, I'm singing something about a wrecking ball.
If you were singing and trying to be bait, I would say it's successful as he does only have a bow that you can see so far, so he'd probably not be very good to hit Bobby with that. So sure, he'll attack you and probably miss you still, motherfucker.
And I'm waving his friend's dead hand through the rope.
Yeah, that's definitely fucking with him, and the fact that he has a barbarian breathing down his neck and a spider between his toes as he unfortunately misses everything he's doing. Mr. Maple, Mr. Spider, you are up again.
Hi.
He sounds so
Probably-
pissed.
I'm gonna bite Kobold B for once.
Okay.
I ain't got a 10 again.
No way.
Oh my God, I'm
Never
dying.
just slot for nothing. It's a fucking mantelpiece.
Misses.
I'm gonna fucking die. Oh my God, where's my inhaler?
Anything else, Mr. Spider?
I want to, on the spot, do a 360 spin and then a bow. And say you're welcome to Kobold B because I had nothing else to do.
Okay, I'll allow it. He has no idea what's going on right now. He's scared and fighting for his life and just questioning why anybody put him on this rock to do nothing. And Iramir, you're up.
Okay. I'm just gonna cast Sacred Flame again because I don't feel
okay.
like climbing yet.
Seems like a good move. Motherfucker, I passed the saving throw again. I can get a 19 on a saving throw, just not an attack roll.
Oh, I was like, What are you mad
Incredible
about?
roller tonight. Incredible.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, since I missed, I'm just gonna move towards Katniss.
Okay.
No, what you're good at is rolling to prevent damage, just on both sides.
That is true. Yes, I'm a man of peace. I don't want anybody to be hurt. Okay. Go ahead and go to Kobold F now, Mr. Kobold F. Please, don't fuck me over. Do you just want to double check something real quick? Because I said he was frightened. At this point, really, I think all of them should be frightened, but I'm already having terrible luck with my dice roll, so I'll just keep this one frightened. As he's going to attack Katniss, and the advantage and disadvantage will cancel out as he rolls a nat 20.
Oh, shit!
I'm so excited.
Katniss dies.
All right. Maybe we'll see. All right. So that's gonna be a 3. I'll go ahead and double that damage, and then my modifier. So it's gonna be 8 points of damage, piercing damage for you.
I take it.
As he is just genuinely excited and in disbelief that he was finally out of all of his friends, his 7 friends, I believe there were. He was the first one to hit anybody as he starts jumping up and down, and
it's me.
that's
I feel like your dice are racially profiling me because I'm Mexican.
Oh, I don't even know what to say to that, so I'll just move on to Kobold G. I would say I'm profiling against the person who I have the greatest chance to hit right now. And Kobold G's gonna try and take another at advantage hit against you. That's a 2, that's no bueno. And that's a 10. Absolutely not good. Okay. And Zaylin, we're all the way back to you.
Let's see. I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery at F.
All right. That is a saving throw of Wisdom 13. Definitely fails. Go and roll for damage.
4.
Mr. Zaylin, how would you like to do this one?
You're short. And then I want its head to explode.
I missed probably 90% of that. Sounds like you cut out a little. I just heard head will explode.
That I want to yell you're short, and then I want his head to explode.
That's exactly what happens. You see a single tear shed through his little lizard eye as he looks down at his legs for one last time, and then head explodes. Now only 3 of these fuckers remaining. Anything else for your turn?
Is anyone hurt? It's probably not, right?
Just me. And Bobby's dying.
Yeah, just
How hurt are you?
over here.
I'm
No,
10 out of 18.
And
Yeah,
then
you're
you're
probably
fine.
the most closest to dying.
You're fine. Healing word. Oh man, I can heal you for a lot. No, you're fine. All right, I'm gonna run around back here.
All right. Bobby, you are up and you're in prime position to attack Kobold B.
Alright, I will pull out my shiny new great axe. And I will swing and miss.
Oh no. Oh, that unfortunately does miss. Comes up just a little too high on this very small lizard person, unfortunately.
This man can't be killed.
And I will be frustrated at the fact that I have been unable to land a single blow on anyone.
It's you
in
and me.
3 attempts.
It's you and me, Bobby.
If you guys have my luck, you will soon roll a nat 20 for your one and only hit of this encounter. Anything else, Mr. Bobby?
No, that'll be it for Bobby.
All right, Katniss, you are currently restrained. I just looked at the rules. I'll do that again. You can attack, but you will have disadvantage. And at the end of your turn, you can make a saving throw to see if you can get out of this this rope by yourself.
Okay. Where do I see my disadvantage? Like,
When you go to do a hit DC or something, you would right click the hit DC and click roll with disadvantage.
oh, okay, okay.
Or sorry, you're doing physical dice.
Yeah.
So you would just roll 2 dice and take the lower number. 2
Okay.
d20s, take a lower number.
But I still use like the +4 on it.
Yep, you can still add your modifier. At the
Okay.
end, you just add that to the lowest roll.
Okay. So I'm gonna do guiding bolt, which
Okay.
is a major spell. Okay, so
Major spell.
yep. So I 13 is my lowest. So +4 is 17.
17 will still definitely hit, even with the disadvantage. Who are you aiming at?
A. Kobold A.
Hey. I feel like this is probably pointless with how much damage that spell does, but go ahead and roll for damage just out of curiosity.
It's 4d6. I don't have 4d6, so I'm gonna have to do this with the internet dice.
Okay.
2, 3, 4.
I mean, you could just roll the same d6 multiple times.
Yeah, but hashtag math.
This thing is dead as hell. Go ahead and describe how you'd like to do this. And keep in mind, you're inside this fucking rope still, so go ahead and make sure that plays into how you're casting this and how this looks.
So
Like, definitely kill this fucker.
I shuffle on top of the dead body that's in the net with me,
Nice, nice.
and I'm balancing on the deceased corpse. May they rest in peace. I'm balancing on it on my knees, and I basically like take both of my hands. I say a quick prayer to my goddess, and then I shove it out and just blast it like I'm doing a free throw with a ball of light.
Wow. And that free throw is a fucking slam dunk.
Finally!
The analogy didn't check out, but still, it's dead. It connects, it kills this thing. He explodes into a ray of holy light. And he is dead, leaving 2 kobolds left.
I do still have a bonus action. Can I do that?
Sure.
So, I cast Shield of Faith on myself.
All right, what does that bad boy do?
So it says a shimmering field surrounds a creature of your choice. Can I be the creature of choice?
Yeah, absolutely.
Granting it a +2 bonus to my armor class for the duration of up to 10 minutes.
All right, 10 minutes concentration. Gotcha. All right, so your armor class is now freaking 20. Thank you very
Yep,
much.
and
for
I
that.
start singing Wrecking Ball even louder to create more of a distraction.
Wrecking ball. No, 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 no.
That's such a
Kobold
good
B.
song, isn't it?
I don't even know what to do with this anymore.
Do I cause a
Gotta-
Lay
distraction?
down and die.
I'll say at this point it's kind of recognized how futile it is to try and hit you on top of seeing that you didn't roll a dexterity saving throw. Sorry, go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw to see if you can finagle your way out of the ropes.
Okay. Just 1d20?
Whatever your saving throw is modifier as well. So yeah, d20. It looks like that
So
would be a
I got
-1. 7
because I rolled an 8.
Yeah, you fortunately do not get out of the ropes on your own.
I don't mind the ropes. That's okay.
Okay. Kobold G is going to attack Mr. Zalen, who's hiding over at the rocks, because he gives up on trying to ever hit Katniss, because she's just so awesome. And oh my god, another nat 20.
Oh shit!
Finally, things are turning around. D6. I'm gonna roll another.
Hear how happy he is to try and kill us.
I know, for real. It's crazy.
This is supposed to be challenging, and you guys are zooming through all
Hey,
these guys.
hey, those drakes that we
You
did
should
or
be
whatever.
proud of our successes.
The baby
am.
dragons were difficult last round.
My one and only goal for this encounter, truthfully, was to have somebody press the button, and that happened. So I'm happy. But Mr. Zalen, you do take 10 points of piercing damage.
A little bit of an ouchie.
Yeah, it's a major ouchie. And then we'll go over to Mr. Maple, Mr. Spider.
I'm frustrated. I'm disappointed in myself. I yell by the power of the northern forests of Canoe. I will bite you. And I'm gonna try and bite him. Oh, 13.
13 hits.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Let me make sure you get the right rolls here for damage.
Are you
So it's going to be a d4 plus 3, and then another 2d4 for poison damage.
nice?
So the first D4 is first D4 plus 3, so that's 7 for the first one. Plus 2d4 for damage. So that's 10. And then, ooh, 13. So 7 plus 6 for damage.
Goddamn, Mr. Spider, it took you a while to connect, but boy, did it pay off. How would you like to do this?
I'm gonna jump at his face and bite through his skull.
Oh my
Ew.
God.
Inject my venom into his head.
Is it
Jesus
syrupy? Does it
Christ.
smell like syrup?
As it what?
How strong is your jaw that you're biting through his skull?
I'm a giant wolf spider.
We'll say it got him through the eye, through his fleshy
yeah,
little
it's
eye.
right
You
to
got a
the
fang
eyes.
in directly into the
The-
brain.
Little eye juice is dribbling down his face. And after he hits the ground, I take all of my 8 spider legs and do a kickflip of his body. And then that's about it.
I'll allow it. That's exactly what happens. I have no notes to add on that one. That fucker has been drained of all of his brain juice and eye juice and is now tumbling down the side of the rock.
That's
As
disgusting.
one final kobold remains. I believe that's going to take us over to Iramir's turn now.
Oh, I was muted. Okay, I'm gonna walk over to Katniss and
Actually-
cut her. What?
Sorry, go ahead if you're cutting down Katniss.
Yeah, I was just gonna cut her down out of the net.
Okay, that would be your action.
Mhm.
I'll say like the nets are kind of like suspended in the air, kind of touching these 4 major rocks around you guys. That's kind of like where the ropes were coming from. So how do you plan on cutting her down as she's dangling above you? I just want to make sure I'm understanding what's going on here.
Okay, so is she up? So I have to reach up and cut.
Right.
She's like up.
You can
Yeah.
cut
I was
into the
gonna take
corpse.
care of it.
What did you say, Katniss?
You can cut into the corpse. It's underneath me, so just cut into the rope from the
Yeah, I
bottom
was just gonna cut the rope like underneath her. She kind of falls on her ass.
on the body of the kobold.
Yeah.
Make me an acrobatics check. 'Cause this thing, I will say 10 feet in the air, right, is how far this net is
10
suspending
feet?
Katniss. You're about 6 feet tall, so there's about a 4-foot gap, plus the
I
length of
roll a
your sword.
13.
I'll give it to you with all factors considered. I'll say that you're able to cut the rope. You cut into the body, and Katniss, you feel the tip of her sword kind of go through this dead kobold's body and kind of dink the bottom of your metal boots. But luckily, it doesn't pierce through and damage you. As Iramir, you kind of follow through with that stab with kind of a slice, and the bottom of that net is sliced open, and the body of the kobold and Katniss on top of it come tumbling down, just barely missing you, Iramir. And Katniss, that dead kobold, padded your landing pretty well, so you take no falling damage, fortunately, since it was only about 10 feet, and you had some nice assistance on the way down. So you are a free dwarf.
I bite my lip and look at Yaramir.
All right, I'm gonna call that your action, Iramir, since you had to do kind of like an acrobatic feat there. Anything else for your turn?
Nope.
Okay. Brings us to the last and final kobold as they throw down their bow to the ground below and just go, "Please, please, I give up. Don't hurt me." And he starts to make his way off the rock with his hands in the air. And we'll go ahead and end combat here, actually.
Believe it's my turn.
No, that doesn't mean that you guys can't commit acts of violence. It means that there's nothing else in this area trying to commit an act of violence against you. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the combat and forget what song I was playing. So I'll just play this one. I think this was it. As Mr. Kobold has his hands up and he's begging for his life. He's on his knees now. "Please, please, I'll tell you everything. Just please don't kill me like the others."
Where's the flamethrower?
The what?
The fire chucker.
Oh, the fire truck. Mech and Min have it. They always have it. They threaten to burn us with it if we don't listen to them. Please, I never even wanted to leave Dragon's Rest in the first place. They
Where
threatened
are
to
they?
kill me. They're at the observatory with Sparkrender. Lord Adron, we interrogated him and he told us where to find you guys, that you guys would be leaving Dragon's Rest. We've been waiting for you in ambush.
Can you put in a good word for us and tell them that we're on their side so that we can kind of sneak into their forces?
Yeah,
He said
absolutely.
with persuasion. Okay.
I'll tell Sparkrender that you'll help us, and your followers of Tiamat, and we'll all be friends. I'll do whatever you want. Just please don't hurt me.
How does it sound, guys?
Sounds good to me.
I have an arrow
Yeah.
sticking out of my body. I would like to heal. So
I can take care of that. I'd like to use Mage Hand to pull that out, like in Shrek.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'll allow it.
That hurts.
You just hear a pop sound.
Ew. Does it heal me at all, or is it just pulling? the
No,
arrow
I just
out?
ripped that out.
Oh, great. Okay.
You got a healing potion? Drink it.
I have not wasted. I digress.
At this point, the kobold is seemingly understanding that you're letting him go, so he's kind of just slinking off.
No, I get my whip
No,
out.
no.
Okay, I thought I was free to go, but if you guys want to keep talking, that's fine too.
Does anyone have? Well, if anyone would, it would be Katniss. Do you have any rope?
No, I asked for a rope last time so that I could tie it to my hand axe to bring it back to me every time I throw it.
Just cut up the net.
Oh, I cut
There
up
we
the
go.
net
Look at this.
for
She's
rope.
so smart.
How much rope can I get from that, DM?
Scale bad with it. Let's say 20 feet of rope. Sounds like a
Good.
good number.
I lobby.
Nice hands.
I tie it to the end of my hand axe. And then
Oh,
I tie the other end to my belt.
Okay, ingenuity at its finest.
Kratos over here.
What?
how much did you use for that?
Oh, I thought I got 20 feet.
Probably
Oh,
all
you
20
used all
feet. That's
20
the
feet? God
that's the
dang it.
range of the hand axe.
Yeah.
With
I
the
didn't
whole
even mean
point.
to do that on purpose. That works out perfectly.
That's why I said perfect.
God dang it.
Oh my gosh. So, I can go?
Zaylin, if I let you borrow my rope, do you promise to give it back?
No.
Iramir is so mad at getting my hand axe, and now she's got to get it for Bobby because he's dying. Please give me back my rope.
I've got
didn't
my
take
hand
it,
axe
just keep
back
it.
already.
What?
I
How
got
much
my
time?
hand axe
Hold
back.
on.
It's fine. Don't need to worry about that.
Do you not remember the last battle we had? Every time I threw my axe, you had to go and pick it up.
Yeah, I remember that.
So now I have been trying to find rope to tie to the end of my hand axe so I can basically pull it back to me so you don't have to go pick it up.
I thought you just did that.
Yeah, but now Zaylin is saying he needs the rope for the kobold. And I took all of it.
Oh, why do you need 20 feet of rope?
I don't need 20 feet of rope, but she's the one who used it all. Listen, it's fine.
I'm
We'll just
asking
walk
her.
with it.
I'm asking her why she needs 20 feet of rope.
So I can throw my hand axe and bring it back to me.
You know how stupid that would look around your belt?
You and your fucking rope.
Use 10 feet of it and give 10 feet to Dylan.
Fine.
I only need 3 feet.
What about 15 and 5?
I
There you
just
go.
need
Okay.
3. Can I just have 3?
Okay, fine. I get 17 feet of rope.
There you go.
I'm putting this in my notes.
Just do
Please
15
do.
and 5. Because
But I don't need it.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm
I
doing
asked you
17 and
to.
3. I have 17 feet. I've already written it down.
Push on 17 feet with these boxes.
That's a
It
good
should
point.
just be increments of 5. 15 and 5.
You know, I'm going to take Iramir's side here as the DM for simplicity's sake and say groups of 5 for
Just
rope.
because I would do
I'm
the
already
math.
bad with this
I
shit.
would-
Please don't make it harder. Let's
I
do
know I only
15
need
and
3,
5.
but fine, I'll take 5.
Fine, I'll do 15.
You know, you gotta like double up the knot and shit and make sure he doesn't break out of it. Maybe I don't
No,
know.
I'll just make it fancy at the end.
All right, so you guys are tying this kobold
Yeah,
up. Is
come
that
here.
right?
Fucking little shit.
He
Takes his
does
hands
not
up.
resist. He allows you to tie his hands up however you want. Come on
Say the
now.
line.
I did,
Say the line, Katniss.
no, what line?
Tell him what he is.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Never mind.
You know
Alright.
exactly what he's talking about.
The only line I have is to my priestess, my goddess.
Yeah, uh-huh. Okay, take us to where we're going. There, little dumb fuck.
You guys want me to take you there right now?
Right now. Yes.
It's like a 6-hour walk.
We have lots to discuss on the way then.
I've got 8 legs.
In the opposite direction.
Oh, fuck.
Then get to stepping. I don't give a
Is
shit.
it north?
No, it's southwest. It's on the complete opposite side of the island.
What the fuck?
Wait, what?
Then I guess you're coming with us northeast, and then we'll go southwest.
Yep, I agree.
Okay.
And if there's a cave that we can tie him into and leave him there, then I say we do that.
Ooh, I like caves.
I say we don't do that.
Oh.
What is going on?
So we start walking to the northeast.
Okay. You guys continue on your way northeast with your new kobold companion until. Are you guys gonna give him a nickname or something to make it easier to call him, or is he just prisoner kobold? What should I
Idiot.
put as a label? Idiot?
LDF. Oh.
You know,
Little
I feel like there should be a running timeline. It takes an average D&D party to kidnap and make a pet out of one of the creatures found in the
Ooh,
world.
Oh, a pet! We
I'm
should
gonna
call
need,
him
like,
Roger.
10 more feet.
Okay, I'm gonna need everybody to vote because all these are very good, and I don't know which one to pick.
I
So all you
see.
guys as a
Fine.
party.
We need to give him like a dog's name.
That idiot is a
Fido.
dog name.
Fido! Fido's perfect. I vote Fido.
I vote idiot.
I
2
vote
for
idiot.
Fido. 2
How
for
about we go
idiot.
halfway and call him Fidiot?
I'm good with that. I like that. I
I,
like
I,
that.
I vote Fido.
Yay, Fido!
Ah,
Okay, Fido.
So he'll probably answer to anything. I just wanted to know if I should change the name on
Should we
D&D
put a
Beyond.
leash on him?
I thought he had a. Don't you
Well,
have
I
a
mean-
couple little extra feet from the tying? Aren't you kind of pulling him along?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I was
can do
gonna
it that
say
way.
with the 5 feet of rope, you'd be able to
You,
fashion.
you should have enough rope to make a harness for him.
Could
I'm
I
not
make
doing that. I'm just gonna
Bud?
fucking tie his hands to his neck and then pull the rest with my hand.
Use 3 feet of rope to tie him up, and then 2 feet for the lead.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
Okay,
gonna
these
tie
are
his
pretty
wrist
long.
to his neck and then do the neck to my hand.
this? Can I make web as a spider?
I don't see why not.
Where is it
Can I
coming
just-
out of Maple?
Well, I'm pooping that out. Can I poop out some web to make
Oh
it?
my
It's
god.
coming out as syrup hole.
Can we please?
No,
No,
I'm a
I took the syrup
spider.
from his tears. Don't ruin that for me.
Kind of want to go.
I walk the fuck away from Maple. I walk away. I walk away. Oh my god.
I'm sorry. What's the purpose of the web again? I didn't quite follow.
To be used as rope.
Oh. Okay.
I say with your teeth. It's rope.
Maple
Just
accidentally
Saying
just shits
pushing
himself.
rope out.
I'll say that web could be used for good temporary restraints, but it probably would not be good for long term.
Okay.
Just keep that in mind.
But noted that you can make web from your butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck is happening?
Wait,
We have lost the plot completely.
Did we ever?
Oh my
Okay, so after some creative ingenuity and capturing a prisoner of war who is apparently aligned with the big bad blue dragon Sparkrender, also what do you call that? Kind of like a henchman for Mech and Men, the fire chucker wielding winged kobolds. You guys are taking this guy along with you guys to the rocks, right? The northeast rocks. That's the plan?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Perfecto. So you guys take them along the walk. There's no more pedestals or red buttons or any more ambushes. As you guys continue to the coast, you arrive at this kind of cliffside, but there's kind of a path that's been worn down over some time. You can see where some small creature has routinely taken one small path down these rocks, kind of winding down into another vantage point where, looking out several hundred feet ahead of you, still quite a ways away, but you can see it in the distance, is a familiar looking ship that has crashed onto the rocks. Appears to be kind of, the bottom of it is kind of submerged into the water, while the front half of it has kind of crashed into these rocks. It's kind of slanted a little, and you guys can make out that it is indeed the Compass Rose, finally reunited. You guys proceed towards there, making your way through the rocks, making sure not to trip and fall over into the side as you guys arrive and make your way onto the deck of the Compass Rose, where it all began several sessions ago, about 2 or 3 endgame days ago. You guys first found yourselves aboard here, and you are back.
3
and I'll have to,
days?
yeah, I guess I've been here about 3 days.
Fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Um.
I've never seen this ship.
It ain't much.
I'm gonna
Um.
call out to Ricardo or Raphael. What was his name?
Fido?
No, the
Roscoe.
Stone
right, that one. Roscoe.
You guys don't hear anything.
Am I?
Right.
There are stairs, I'll say, right beside where Bobby and Zaylin are. There's kind of like a square on the floor. Those are stairs that go down into the mid deck of the ship, where you guys had previously started your journey, kind of like below this top level.
Am I able to like stand on or touch this rock right here?
Yeah, that's like a rock kind of connecting to the shore, we'll say.
Okay, I cast tremor sense.
All right. Tremor sense. I know exactly what that does. I'm just going to take 5 seconds to respond to how that works for you. You are a dwarf, so that's kind of one of those things. Okay. I still don't understand what it does after reading what it does. It just says
So
gain tremor sense. Is that
you
a
must
roll
be
thing?
on a stone surface or touching a stone surface, either natural or worked stone. It says use this bonus action. Hold on, where's the other? So I had to Google it.
I got you. I'm reading in the rulebook right now. Okay. provided that the creature with tremor sense and anything it is detecting are both in contact with the same surface. So that's tricky, because you're on this rock, but the rock is touching the boat.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like there's like laws of relation or some shit to take into account there. But I'll say for the sake of a quick decision, I'll say sure, it counts. You use your tremor sense, put your hands on this rock, and you can feel vibrations of, the things below you. You feel movement, very slow movement.
So basically, I use the vibrations of their movement, and that's what I'm sensing is their vibrations of
Correct.
other creatures.
Correct. A rough general direction, and you don't know the exact number, because it's hard to tell because it's all based off vibrations, but you can tell that it's probably more than one.
I have very bad news.
Mhm.
I'm feeling vibrations below us. Maybe
Good
Picking
vibration.
them up.
it is good vibrations.
Damn it! I was making the same fucking joke.
I
So,
love that.
bitch.
I cannot tell if it is good or bad. It seems like it could be one or more, but not a big party. But it is definitely
Burn it.
below us.
Let's just burn it.
As in, like, below us in the boat?
Yes.
As opposed to where? The rock?
Yeah, inside the rock.
I don't know how big this boat is. It's a fancy boat, Bobby. Do you
Look at the
mind
boat.
walking me around the ship you captained for so long?
Well, it's 60 feet, so if I feel it, it has to be in the boat, right?
Yeah,
DM.
I guess.
Why, sure, I can give you a look around the old boat.
I can't. I'm sorry. I'm a 5-year-old.
I'm gonna go over here and just stick my head in the hole. See what I see.
Sounds
Uh,
great.
It's dark. There's no light source in there, and you do not have dark vision, so you don't see a whole lot.
Hey Fido, can you breathe fire?
Breathe fire.
No, I wish I could.
I have dark vision.
I can cast light.
Well, I don't care how it gets done, but what's down there?
I have a. I thought I had a torch in my backpack. I have a lamp. I will light my lamp.
Oh, son of a bitch! I might have one too.
Okay, so you guys are you guys going down into this mid-deck area with your lamps out?
I am standing at the edge waiting for everybody else to go before me. I'm just holding the light up so they can see where they're going.
I'm gonna lay down on the top and then just put my head down in the hole and look under.
Okay, still hard to see much. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
I do have a tinderbox. Can I strike a light and see what I can see?
You can try.
Okay. What do I need to do?
Well, just strike the tinderbox and give me a perception check.
Do I need to roll for striking that?
No.
Okay, perception.
Just the perception.
16.
Yeah, so with the lantern behind you, you strike a tinderbox. It doesn't help too much, but maybe it just adds a little bit to there. You don't see much because the light doesn't shoot very far, right? It's not a very far shooting lantern or lamp. It's like a personal lamp. But from what you can see, it looks relatively quiet, if not a bit fucked up. And I'll actually, if you guys scroll over to the right, I'll start uncovering a little bit of what you can see. So you guys are poking out of these stairs right here, so you can see the stairs. You can start to see a little bit under here. And that's all you guys see for now, is the kind of the side of the ship over here. And you guys, Zaylin, you would recognize this area over here towards the bottom right. That was the room you guys had started in. There's a door right there that goes into that room you guys were in when you were first getting to know each other, introducing each other, and where Roscoe had came in to kind of introduce himself and pry into your business. And I'll say with that, we are, right at time, midnight Central Time. So I think this is probably a good place to stop. and pick up not next week, but week after next.
Okay.
We should have slept before we got here.
I purposely didn't use any spells against those kobolds because I knew something was gonna be coming.
Yeah.
But
You wanna
that
heal
was a lot
me?
of fun.
No.
I can spare the dying.
What does that mean?
Exactly what it sounds like. She can spare the dying.
When
If
you're
you're on a death saving throw, she can do some. I almost equipped that one, but I didn't.
so like as you're like you're basically dead. You're just not full dead.
But will she? That's the question.
No. But I do have guidance, so if somebody has like
You
like
didn't
really good
use yours, did you?
stealth or
gave you bardic
investigation,
inspiration.
I could give you guidance.
I had the same thing too, so we got lots of it going around.
Okay, good.
All right, guys, that was a fun session.
That was very fun.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
So what? We're doing the 18th.
I believe yes, the 18th, Friday the 18th, hopefully. Be out of town for the 11th. I'll also be out of town again on the 25th. So we'll be skipping the 11th and the 25th, and hopefully picking up on the 18th in between those days, and then resuming a semi-normal schedule after. I will say we are getting close to the end of the mini campaign here. We probably have maybe 2 sessions left of this, depending on how long it takes for some of the events to occur.
So 3, got it.
Possibly.
Goodness me, yeah, you're probably right.
Can I get an? If we keep playing on Fridays, we're gonna play on my birthday. Can I get like a special item? Like a gun?
Oh my
That'd be
God.
sick.
A gun.
Where's the 22?
I don't want a
Maybe.
22.
Maybe. Well,
That's
let's
exactly
talk
why
about
it
it
would work.
offline.
Okay.
So, I mean, there are guns. They're flintlocks.
No, I mean like I
essentially.
want like fucking revolver from our world.
Everybody say goodnight for the
Um,
recording.
Good night.
Good night,
Thanks for
recording.
joining us. It was
Good night,
Bye,
recording.
recording.